I'm getting there. Hang on a second. Okay. There we go with the buzzers. Alright, so I don't think anybody's awake. I know nobody's really working. I want my HTV. I want it now, and I want it live. Even Yud-Hey Vav-Hey loves HTV, Holly Television. He gave it to me. So, without further ado, allow us to begin. Isn't that like the coolest hat ever? Yud-Hey Vav-Hey even loves HTV. I want my HTV. Happy? Okay, I'm not muted. Okay. Why is my cell phone going off? Okay, I think I'm alright. So, I'm being shadow banned on YouTube pretty severely. I went from having like 30 active viewers, 40 active viewers, down to like 6, 10. And then again, you know, Brian too tried to tell me about AI and chatterbots, and I wasn't listening. But a lot of things are shifting and changing on YouTube, and I hope to have one of my friends explain this all, because they explain it way better than me. But I wanted to be the first to say to all of you, happy we have no independence. We never did. We never will day. Yay! So, hey Seller, I love you. Right, that's Seller. I should pull up my chat room. Hey, Shalom, true Messiah witness. It's great to see you, sister. I love you. My mask video. Okay, I'm already shaking thinking about it. I don't want somebody picking out my meats and my fruits. I'm capable and more than happy and willing to go out and get it myself. It goes to the programming. It goes to the beast system. I was talking with someone and they explained the vaccine to me. They said, you're going to get this vaccine and they're going to electrify your blood. It's going to open up your blood cells. And then that's when the nanobots from the vaccine go into your blood cells or into your cells. And then your cells close back. And when they close back, now they're subhuman. Because you're basically taking the human body, putting air in between every molecule, and then inserting these nanobots into the body and then closing it back up. So if you get the vaccine, you're nuts. Don't do it. Whether it's mandatory or voluntary, look for it. We see the beast system. We're waiting for the beast. We're waiting for the Antichrist. We believe for sure that Pope Franny is the false prophet. So anyway, then, you know what, I got to say, I'm starting to look at Trump, but no, Trump is ushering in the beast system. Hillary couldn't have done it. She's already fallen apart. Nobody wants her. Biden can't think. He's in pieces already. What vaccines did they give him? He shot. Hello, my favorite superhero. Good morning. Oh, I want to take a ride, but I can't say anything, because now, like, ever since I accepted, no, actually, it's not that I accepted a challenge. It is that I intruded upon you and Trey 57 doing your clown things. So I intruded upon that. And then I started thinking, you know what? I'm going to make funny videos. I'm going to dedicate them to my favorite superhero. So anyway. Yeah, right? So, and then with the 5G coming out, you guys are screwed. I'm not taking it mandatory or voluntary. No, thank you. And if you think about the overall picture, look at it, because I'm shaking right now. If you look at the overall picture, okay, you got to get your temperature taken. You have to wear a mask. If not, it's curbside. Pretty soon they'll get rid of that. They're already limiting travel. So what was the other thing that stood out to me? There's something else that really stood out. Oh, Take the vaccine, whether mandatory or not. They say it's not mandatory, but it really is, what have you. Don't argue the damn semantics of it all. Look at it from every possible angle and perspective, how this beast is going to come at you. And look at Nazi Germany. So they're going to say, take this vaccine. If you don't, we're going to retrain you, send you to a FEMA camp, retrain you. Yeah. Remember how Hitler took the Jews out of their home and brought them into the ghetto? Remember that? Okay, so if you don't take the vaccine, they're going to take you to a retraining center. A retraining center. A retraining center. If you don't take the vaccine, they're going to take you to a retraining center. Right? Keep you locked there for how many months? Just like Hitler did to the Jews and put them in the ghettos. And then one day, right? One day came, and what did Hitler do? He sent all of his soldiers into the ghettos and shot and killed and murdered every Jew in the ghetto and cleaned it out. No, I'm not taking the vaccine. I'm scared to death right now. Ooh, shake that feeling. See, I have the Holy Spirit inside of me. All of that evil and that beast system bounces off of me, just like that darkness bounces off of the warring angels and the archangels that surround and defend Yud-Hey-Vav-Hey and Yeshua HaMashiach. Selah, Selah. I'm built of Yud-Hey-Vav-Hey's bricks. He built me. I'm not letting this evil penetrate me. I'm not. No, I'm done with the mask, guys. I don't know how to handle the laundromat situation. I'm not driving an hour across the state of New Jersey to do laundry. I'm not. No, that's... I got 2 spots immediately by that I can do. I'll take it from that angle. Okay, so the laundromat is settled. I will reach out to those 2 spots today and give them a heads up that I'm coming and when I'm coming. And that'll work out fine. No mask. I'm done. I can't. I got to stand up at some point, right? I got to grow a set. And it doesn't matter. I mean, I'm alone. My household is Seva, Keeper, and I. So I need to, this is my personal journey. I know we all have different issues and different things to consider. I'm not judging you. I'm not telling you what to do. But if you don't mind, I want to share my walk with you and what I'm personally going through. Because I asked Yud-Hey-Vav-Hey to make an example out of me and utilize me. So this is in no way judgment or to tell you what to do. Yeah, I'm going to encourage you to follow the 10 Commandments and the Torah, the laws that apply to you in the Torah. I'm going to direct you to follow them and live by them. But as far as me, just let me share my... okay, Yeshua is my golden bow, and I'm his white hot silver arrow. So I'm talking about my relationship with him. So at some point, I need to stand up, right? Okay. I better start getting used to saying no now and practicing saying no now. So when I got to step up to the plate, it just automatically falls out of my mouth. Fuck no. No. Listen, I come from the dumbs. I'm an ex-super soldier. I better rely on Yud-Hey-Vav-Hey's power, strength, and authority, because I quake in my boots, and I shouldn't. But, you know, coming from the power that they gave to us kids and the dumbs when they enhanced us surgically, they enhanced our spiritual gifts, they programmed us to each other so we'd be a formidable team. When we were sent out, that was some, and don't forget the dark powers and principalities that we relied on during that lifestyle from the dark side. And what, okay, so I've seen that. It's definitely, it sounds more glamorous than it really is, to be honest, but now that I'm with Yeshua, I pray that seen, unseen, known, and unknown programming in my body, my DNA, my thinking, everything about me, my whole being, spirit, soul, mind, heart, bones, skin, hair, that Abba just take care of it all for me. And I pray for him to pray for me about these things, because I really don't know the best prayers to say. But I want to make sure I stand up for him. And yes, I am a patriot. I'm not advertising for them, but I do like the back. So that works for me. Hi, Nicholas Griffith. Removal of the old guard. Where we go when we go all wins, yes. Hey, John Lloyd, it's great to see you. River. LCH. Oh, man. I'm lucky to eat. I just ask Abba when I don't have an appetite and I can't eat. Can we use that as fasting? And I'm sorry, I'm not praying. But actually, I'm constantly praying. I'm constantly talking to him. And I get so constantly talking to Yud Hey Vav Hey and absorbed in him that I become very informal with my Heavenly Abba. And just yesterday, I have a ministry I go to that I leave nameless. I prefer to, but I love them dearly. They're the ones with the Holy Bible Code that you see. So anyway, I've said too much, but anyway, I said, you know what, they said, does anybody have any prayers? I was like, yes, I do. Well, actually, I had one prayer, but then at the end, I changed it. I was like, can I change my prayer request to, can you pray for me so I know how to worship Heavenly Abba better? Because, you know, I just felt the Ruach Kodesh, the Holy Spirit, and he's very formal, and I'm sitting here informal, and I think I need to learn how to worship him, and I've got dirty, filthy rags on me. And he's in front of me. I need to, stand up, salute, or I don't know. But anyway, so we hit prayer, and lately when I pray, I give my full surrender to Yeshua HaMashiach. And any day when I get my book copyrighted, I will explain to you why I surrender that way to him. I used to be a martial artist. So I give the ultimate full surrender to Yud Hey Vav Hey when I pray. And I go down on my belly, face down on the floor. And that's it. And he will let me know when it's time to get up. So I hope that I worship him better. Where was I? Hey, son of the light. It's great to see you. Dory Do, what are you doing? Chocolate milk is a good meal replacement. Yeah, I have milk. I drink it straight from the bottle. Yeah, I need to eat. Did I say hi, Paul? Hi, Lewis. It's great to see you, Paul. I was wondering how you've been. Calm my stress hormones to control inflammation. Hey, Kimberly Wood, it's great to see you. I'm praying for you. Potassium and salts. Yeah. Nah. I cooked a good dinner last night. Boy, I pigged out. And once I was done pigging out, I just walked straight into the room. Out like a light. I don't think I moved position all night long. Hey, Lino, it's great to see you. So, oh yeah, again, Wendy, it's great to see you. Happy we have no independence, we never did, we never will day. Yay! No, but seriously, we don't. Guys, we're screwed. I don't know how to tell you, but that brick wall that we're heading at 1,000 miles per hour, I don't know. It just seems to be really close right now. A lot closer than before, okay? So, yeah. Well, that's all I have to say about that. So if I want to be a soldier from YAYAYAYA, I better nut up and, really get to saying no to this beast system, or what I think is the prelude to it. I think it's the beast system. I think it's the New World Order. I want to get used to saying no to it right now and finding other avenues around it right now. Then these people aren't getting my business. Forget that. No, I'm going to the mom and pop stores. I'll call them on the phone. And I'll say, now listen, I grew up with you guys. You know who I am. I'm not wearing a mask. Please oblige me, but I want to pick out my own meat and my own fruits. And I'm not sick. I'm covered in the blood of the Lamb. He's not going to let anything happen to me. I know this. I know this now. So I better start eating and building up muscle, because I'm not going anywhere. He's got work for me to do. So I just better, take better care of myself, get vitamins, and get my exercise routine and back into my martial arts, because things are only going to get worse. I love being the bearer of bad news. I'm used to being the bearer of bad news. Riding chaos may erupt. Oh, absolutely. I'm staying home. I'm staying home. What are you doing, Seva? What are you doing? Stay out of my paperwork. What? What are you doing? Yeah, if you're working in heavy dust, yeah, I would wear a mask too. I've done that. Absolutely. Yep, fireworks. I was going to go buy a whole bunch. Other people bought them. I'm like, I'll take a ride, but I'm not dropping any money. First of all, I don't have money. Hey, not the headphones. You little feisty thing, get over here. Get over here. Ooh. I gotta put catnip in these for you, huh? You ripped that apart. I'm gonna... I let her outside. She won't let me sleep in the mornings. She was headbutting me this morning. Let me outside. I'm like, oh, jeez. Ooh, I got you with that one. Let's see. Hang on. There's things you can see and there's things you cannot see. And yes, I still have to finish putting my place in. But I have to say it's really easy to clean, because when you don't have furniture, I have what I need. I have a table. I like my living room though. It's perfect to exercise. I want to turn my closet and the bedroom into a bookshelf so I can get rid of these boxes. And then this room will be completely empty. I still have to finish scrubbing the kitchen. Hey, you stay away from that. If you start playing with that cord, you're going to get in trouble. Uh-huh. Here. My dog doesn't want to play tug of war with me anymore. My cat doesn't want to play mousy with me anymore. My animals hate me. They only headbutt me when they want to go outside or want a treat. They're both fatter than me. Meanwhile, I'm a beanpole. Greta! Oh, it's so great to see you, honey. Paula, Bowman. I loved our meeting the other day. It was so great to meet everybody. Good. I got to do my training. I haven't done it in 4 weeks now. Although I feel that like I kind of needed to step away a little bit. But like I want to focus on Restizdar's training. But at the same rate right now, Bowman, I'm trying to get outside and sit in the sun. Oh man, but I blow right through it. I'll do 3 sessions in a day. But I also stop, read the Holy Bible scripture, and I'll run a video on YouTube. I can't share the course material, obviously, but I can share the Holy Bible verses and scripture that Rush uses in his courses. And then I read it, I learn it, and other people need to read their Holy Bible too. So we're just all going to do it together. So I do my homework online. I will write down like the verse, but if it's a paragraph, I make a video and I read it out loud, and so I'm learning. But then I'll blow through like 3 videos in a day, easy. I gotta tune everything out. I'm missing everything in my chat room. Herbs and plants. Yeah, I should get herbs and start doing all of that. I just don't have the energy right now. Money is definitely a factor, but energy is like number 1. Keepy eepies, please stop, honey. No, you're not getting treats. What time is it? What time did you wake me up? No, that was Sava this time. Come here. Yeah, stop it. Ow. She gets all wound up. So, did I have anything cool to say? Stop. Please. Lay down. Lay down. Yeah. Yeah, I have to. But I want to be like outside a little bit more. I don't know what's coming down the pike, and I'd really like to get my dog outside and myself outside in the sun as much as possible. That seems like a priority. The training is a priority too, yes, but just getting me and my dog outside, moving about outside, I think is a really good idea right now, because I can feel it in the sun. I know everybody says it's bad. You know what? There's something about it. My body's already been corrupted in the dumbs, so maybe this artificial stuff can suffice for me. But yes, it does bug me. I don't like it, but just to be outside. Like today, I have plans. I want to take a drive and snap some pictures. That's going to be like 2-3 hours. But I want to lay out in the sun. I think what I'm going to do is lay out in the sun, eat lunch, and then I can go for my drives. There's some videos and pictures I want to take. But I'm not saying anything right now. I can't wait. I'm going to have a good day. I'm going to be a slowpoke, that's for sure. But yeah, I'm not going to like really be online studying. I'll tell you right now, this weekend I'm goofing off, and it started last night. And I don't usually do that, but I called up my one friend I haven't talked to in forever. And I called him up. I'm like, how are you in your room? Hey, Osborne Butterfly, blessings to Arizona. The past few days by an entity, not a person. Oh, Paula, it's happened to me in the past, not lately, thank heavens. Probably about, when was it? November, December, January. Yeah, I was attacked by a physical entity. It wasn't a person, I can tell you that much. It was definitely an interdimensional being that physically manifested. I didn't like it one bit. It was, oh. So anyway, milkweed is great weed. So I called out one of my friends. I'm like, I hear you're having a party. And he's like, no, we're having one. I thought you were invited. I'm like, I don't know. I'm like, I know you've mentioned parties before. He's like, but wait, before you come over, he's like, I need to talk to you. It's been a while. Yeah, it's been a while. He's like, I see what you put up on Facebook. I see what you do online. I was like, I'm sure you do. So does everybody else. And we got talking about certain things, and we got talking about Joe Rogan and a whole bunch of other people that he follows, and I'm like, writing down names. I'm like, I only pretty much know Joe Rogan's name. He's got a cute face. That's probably the only reason why I remember his name. He's all right, but I follow stuff more on the spiritual side, or there's Patriots that I think you call them Patriots. Like Wanging It Tracy brought me to, what's the name? And then there's Awakened Saints. But there's a couple other channels, and they'll mention God. They don't harp on it. They don't read Holy Bible verses, but they talk about other things. They're kind of, talking about what's going on in different areas and whatnot, and giving news and telling the truth. But also, you know that these are definitely Jesus lovers, So. What was I babbling about? So him and I got talking, and like 2 hours later, I was like, I really gotta go. I have to make dinner. And so he ends up sending me links. So this is the type of party he throws, okay? Apparently they watch this stuff on YouTube or whatever, or they'll see a series, but they're also following the news and following what's going on in their own neighborhoods. And we don't live in the same parts of Jersey, I can tell you that much. So then they get together and they talk about the series. Like how I would watch Stranger Things, and then I'd get all my MK Ultra and Super Soldier mind-controlled friends, everybody together, and I'd want to talk about Stranger Things, and then we'd be talking about our own personal experiences. Yeah, I don't follow any of that. Yeah, I know what they talk about because we talk about the same topics, but it's through the Holy Spirit. It's different. So I'm not here to bash anybody, but no, I don't follow him. I wish he'd do an interview though. I wish he'd interview me. I'd like to reach out to his audience. That would be great. I would welcome something like that any day, definitely. But once my book is up, I gotta get my copyrights, and once my book is up, then I'll be approaching people to interview me. But I want the edited version up. And my love to Anna Prayers. I missed her call last night. I felt so bad. However, to be able to reach out and talk to my friend. So, it's not like a party where they're hooting and hollering. It's more like minds gathering around the same table. Hey, Chance, it's great to see you. Shalom. My love to you and Amber. Excuse me. Soda. But let me tell you, by the end of the phone call, I was so elated. Are you kidding me? I had, since I've been back home, it's really good to have this connection. I'll tell you that much right now. It's really good. And so I would like to I plan on watching the series and links he sent me, and I would like to join, and I'm really glad to see that my friend came out the other side and automatically was led to the truth. It's his choice if he wants to believe in Jesus or not. I'm not going to push him, but he's not going to mind if I talk about my relationship with Jesus, but he understands that Jesus is a big part of my life. So it's not necessarily that I'm preaching at him. It's just I'm talking about my life, and Yeshua HaMashiach is number one, and he's my favorite topic. He's my golden bow. Of course, I want to talk about him. He's the perfect man. Hang on 1 second. All right, so I think something important needs to happen today. If I think I am going to go shoot off any pictures or funny videos today, I best start packing my kratom right now because I could use it. I can't tell you, I think like every other day. Well, no, I started taking it every day again, but then I missed it yesterday. I think I missed it the day before too. That's why I've gotten nothing done. All right, let me go find my stuff. Oh, it's been so great. Guess what, guys? I have been waking up so late in the morning. Oh, boy, I feel like a teenager again. I wake up at like 10, 11 o'clock. I'm like, I missed all my morning ministries. Now what do I do with myself? You know, I'm not going to watch the archive because I like my live, I like seeing everybody live stream, okay? You know, when Chance, you know, when our ministries, you know, Leno, Bowman, when they're live, yes. You can't tear me away. But if I know I missed you, then it's like, what am I going to do with myself for the rest of the day? Which is good because it's summer, it's warm, and I need to be outside. So Abba works in good ways. I need to build my physical body back right now, Bowman. You know what? I accept prayers from you guys to help me build muscle and weight back and strength back. Can you guys pray that for me? And whatever you want me to pray for you, I will pray for you. George, I'm so sorry I didn't get back to you. Please forgive me. I fall behind. Please don't take it personally. And it was so great. Thank you so much for sending me those pictures. Mexico and that tribe is absolutely beautiful. My love and prayers to you and your family and them and Mexico. That was really cool. I felt like, you took me on a tour. Thank you. Thank you. You know, because I deal with anger. You'll see me lash out. And I deal with depression. I deal with anxiety and panic. I deal with... So, thank you, LCH. Thank you. Because I took a picture, guys. I am so damn embarrassed, insecure, humiliated, and oh my gosh, look at my arms. I saw a picture of myself. I was like, oh my God, what happened to me? Man. All right, so I can turn that around. If I actually put my mind to it, I could turn all of this around in a month. Not even. Just start to. And I know how to. I used to train martial arts before I was even a black belt. My grandmaster would put me up in front of the room, and I would even train his kids. And I would lead different belt levels and different ranks, and I knew all of their forms as well as mine. My grandmaster was great, though. He could walk around the room, look at the different forms, and it didn't matter which way you were facing. He knew your next move and to tell you where to go, and then jump to another belt rank, look at their move, and tell them where to go. And it didn't matter if you were facing him or not, and he's walking through the room, turning around. I used to like when he would blindfold us, and we were expected to land in the same square we started off at when we did our forms. Man, I had a blast in his class. Ah, I loved it. He was right off the boat from South Korea. I loved him. I loved him. I wanted to go to South Korea with him. He was like, Holly, I'll pay for you. It's $2,000, and I was supposed to go with all my black belts and not my, but with all the black belts and my instructors and him and his family. And I never went like a jackass. Man, I really wanted to. I really wanted to. I probably would have never came back. No, actually, when they came back, my instructor said, Holly, you'll never believe it. Grandmaster Kwok breaks our asses. Those people in Korea don't train as hard as us. He trains us hard. I was like, really? I was like, boy, thank you, God. I got the right one. I used to love when he'd set up the obstacle courses, and then the black belts would come in and do all their like little spiffy moves. And you know, of course, they're always looking into other martial arts or whatever, so they'll bring it in and put their little twist on it. Boy, I had some fun. I loved it. But I also did Hapkido, because it's not only stand up. How's the right way to say it? I forget the terminology. So there's stand-up combat and there's floor combat. You want the balance of both. And don't forget the weapons training. Hey, Jeff, I was thinking about you. I am so happy to see you. Happy, Jeff Delman, I love you, my brother, my friend. Happy, we have no independence, never did, never will day. Yay! I don't know what else to say. America's going to hell in a handbag. Oh, Jeff, you're going to be so proud of me. You're going to be so proud of me. Guess what? Guess what? Guess what? I stood up for Yud Hey Vav Hey, Yeshua HaMashiach, Holy Spirit, and me, and myself, and Seva and Keeper, my household. I stood up, and I do not comply fully. I do not wear a mask. I will not give my business to a store that will not let me come in without a mask due to my medical condition, so I can pick out my own fruits and vegetables and meats and engage and be human and do what we always naturally have come to do. So I stood up. I walked in a store yesterday without a mask, and I was polite to them. I've been in there. I'm not out to hurt these people or this business. And I even said that to the lady. I'm like, I'm not trying to and I'm not even there recording her. So I pose no danger, and I'm not going to be in someone's face like that. But it was more for me in my own personal walk to stand up to say, this is wrong. This is Nazi Germany. Hey, Joseph Mengele was my programmer. He released me from the DOMS. And what I saw in the DOMS, I'm looking at right now on the surface of the earth. And I got cause for concern. And I am not putting the mask on. I am not doing it. This is Joseph Mengele stuff. This is Nazi Germany. I can't come into a store even with that. No curbside, because eventually you're going to cut that off. I don't want... No. I'll tell you what, when I go in the store for my asthma medicine, and I will go in the store for my asthma medicine, I will have that mask not over my nose. I will breathe in through my nose and out through my mouth. That's it. River, I love you. And then I will walk straight out, okay? Because I got to stock up on my medicine, and I want to stock up on my medicine. Everything is fucking money. Excuse my language. So, on that account, I will do it on that one account. Then after that, this beast system can kiss it. They can kiss my foot that I want to shove up their ass. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, but for me to stand up, for me to say no, for me to walk in the store without a mask, to confront the situation, for me to just do that little bit, and I really thought that they wouldn't have a problem. Hey, DJ MK Ultra, I'm happy to see you. How's your music going? I got to tune in to you. I love your music. Oh, I'm so happy you're in my chat room. It's great to see you. My love to you and your loved ones. Hey guys, if you like techno and stuff like that, like I do, you have got to check out DJ MK Ultra. I love his stuff. And then like he'll take like a song and put a different beat on it. It reminds me of that one DJ. What was his name? I used to hang Liquid Todd. Did you ever hear of him? He used to be on, what was it, out in New York? 92.3, I think it was late night. DJ Liquid Todd. Boy, I broke out of a hospital to go see him play at Tequila Joe's in Newark, New Jersey. He's like, no way. I'm like, are you kidding me? I just came here. I was leaving. I'm like, no. Hey, hot retarded. Good morning. Are you coming to like arrest me? Because now you just heard I broke out of a hospital to go see DJ Liquid Todd. Anyway, you know what he would do is like the same thing that you do. But he'd take like a Rolling Stones song and then like take it to some older rap music song and overlay the beats and the lyrics like what you do, you know. It was really cool. So I like your music. So anybody that likes techno or house, or I'm not sure how to explain it, you got to check out DJ MK Ultra. It's really cool. So, excuse me, I'm packing my kratom pills. Jamie, I've been thinking about you. We got to do a video call with each other. I don't know when, but I want to talk to you. I miss talking to you. I want to see how you're doing, too. You said something about your apartment. Have you seen, maybe triggering at the movie, American Ultra? I got a kick out of that movie, American Ultra. Yeah, I've seen it before a couple of times. I got a kick out of it. He's like, it came to me. Like when that lady walks up to him and he's sitting behind the counter and that CIA agent walks up to him and starts saying all those wacky things and he's like, I'm sorry, are you okay? Can I help you? And she's like, boy, I'm sorry, I really tried to help you. He goes, it's okay, don't worry. I know you did your best. She's like, no, you don't understand. I really tried to help you. I'm really sorry. He's like, I believe you. It'll be okay. Right? Then a few moments later in the movie, something happens and he walks outside. I think. And he sees these guys messing with his car. And he's like, hey. And then the guys come over and try to like beat him up. And he's got like a spoon in his hand. Was it a spoon? I don't know. And he totally annihilates these guys. And just puts them down. And then he's just like, once he like totally annihilates the two guys from hurting him, he's standing there and he's like, he's thinking to himself, you can see, how did I know how to do that? I just messed these two guys up. And he just like drops the spoon or something like that. And, oh boy. Yeah, that was a good movie. Yeah, it goes something like that. I remember some of the first generation super soldiers getting really pissed off about that movie. They're like, that's not how it goes. It's not like that. I don't like the movie. Well, basically, Hollywood totally glamorized that whole thing. That's what it is. So I agree with the first generation super soldiers. But what was funny to me was just the reaction of it. But I could appreciate their reaction of it. Don't get me wrong. But yeah, Hollywood glamorizes it. You know, I met those people that have stars in their eyes. Somebody one time told me, Holly, if I could be a super soldier, I totally would. It sounds so cool to me. I kid you guys not, I vomited in my mouth. I was like, yeah, wow. You definitely are shot the fuck out, aren't you? I don't even know where to begin to talk to you to bring you to Yeshua HaMashiach, okay? You're totally headed If you can't see that you're headed in the opposite direction, I don't know what to tell you. God, I just pray for this person. God, how does Bug say it? God bless their soul. Yeah, Hollywood glamorizes it way, way too much. There's a lot of other stuff that goes into it, but like if super soldiers could have a spoof movie, you know, that American Ultra would probably be it. That would be our spoof movie. I found it funny. Now that movie Bloodshot with Vin Diesel, you know, I'm not in a hurry to ever see that movie again. I love the soundtrack. I constantly listen to the soundtrack. Boy, that was a total mind bender, that movie. That one got me. Because they used me as a toy soldier. We did crazy stuff like that. Me and the other kids I was trafficked with did crazy. I love you too, sweetheart. You're not in my chat room, are you? Anybody wants a wrench, you can let me know. But I think I have enough mods. But if you have a wrench, you have to throw it. Because if you don't throw it and you have a wrench, I'll get pissed. But only, you know, you guys know. DC channel just made a video on the child. I'm going to have to check that out. True Messiah Witness. Diamond DSC channel just made a video on the ritual child beautification. It's very creepy what the B system wants to do. This is why I pay for God to accelerate. Pray for God to accelerate the judgments. Yeah, hey, I think he did. Honestly, True Messiah, I think he did, because I was, I'm not sure if I can use names. I'm not sure what I can say, not say. I want to give shout-outs, yes, but I don't know, and I get trolled, and just, so I was talking to someone, and, they said to me, Holly, don't you notice how time flies by? Like, you know, you look at the clock, it's 11, you turn around, it's 3 p.m. I was like, yeah, I've noticed that too. It seems like time is sped up. And they said AI, you know, those super quantum computers and that computing, AI is probably messing with our time. But if it can mess with our time, no wonder why our skies are all out of whack, right? It's not the skies, guys. It's us. We're out of whack. We're definitely out of whack. I don't know what to say. But yeah, I stood up to the B system. I'm done with it. I'll go stock up on what I got to stock up, and then I'm done dealing with it. I'll find other avenues right now while I can still get out and about and find other avenues. I'm going to create my own network, straight up, and I'm going to go find my own network myself, too. I'm packing my kratom pills, cells, things, whatever you say, capsules, perception of time or time itself. I haven't noticed this, but I have a different background, different part of the country. I think time itself feels that it's sped up. And True Messiah, if you want the judgments to accelerate, well, I think your prayer's coming true, because people, and it's not only this one person I heard it from different people, from, you know, different people. Not just one community or you know, group of people, but from, like, all sorts of different people. Yeah, they've noticed the time is sped up. Like right now it's 11:15. What happened? What time did I even wake up this morning? I don't know. I don't look at the clock. I set my alarms for when I have to pay attention. Otherwise, I don't look at the clock unless I kind of need to know what time it is. And I kind of need to know because I want to lay out in the sun between 12 and 3. Yeah, cute little outfit. No, I am not wearing a bikini to sunbathe. Absolutely not. And no, I don't care about my tan lines. Yes, I want most of my body tan, but no. I have a cute little outfit picked out that covers everything, but not too much. So I can sunbathe and still be a little modest. Hey, Troy, it's great to see you. Good morning. Hey, we have to encourage Basham to run a live stream. You think he'll do it this weekend? I hope so. It's good to see you, Troy. I love you, God of the light. It's good to see you. I think y'all has accelerated time, yeah? 3rd time since. I am so sorry, Jamie. I hope you feel better. Ebola was Z-mapped on me. Oh, man. It's 11:15 where you are. Yeah, it's 11:15 here. Hey, we're not on the same time zone, are we? You're in South Oregon, not exactly isolated, but lonely for like-minded people in person. Kimberly, it's like that here in New Jersey. No, like, my friends, like, tolerate me. The other day, on 2 different occasions, I got, like, loud with my friends, and I'm like, listen, you're basically the sounding board right now, okay? Really. I can't, you don't understand. I have to, like, take this out privately, and you're the sounding board right now. I can't do this online. Like, I lash out enough. I need a sounding board right now so I can really let out my angst because I'm really being affected by these masks. It is triggering. I am dealing with deprogramming from MK Ultra programming in a climate like this. Yeah, I am going to have anger and rage. I am going to need a sounding board to get it out. And I want somebody to listen to me when I get it out. I need to hear myself say it. I need to feel the emotions and just let it go. So, but anyway, last night I got to reunite with a group of people. Oh, it was so great. I haven't seen them. But anyway, they're awake, which is good. They're like-minded. They're not Jesus lovers, whatever. But I've known them half my life. Longer than that, actually. More than half my life. So that was pretty good because, again, like I said, I want to set up a network of people. I've had it. And I'm not bowing to this beast system. I'm not doing it. No way. So I'm going to go set up a community and network of people so when shite hits the fan, I have a network. Right? Right. American with Disabilities Act. Look at this regarding getting you out of the mask requirement. LHC. I walked in the store. I told them about that. It didn't matter. They asked me to go outside and that they would get what I wanted for me and bring it to my car. No. No, that's unacceptable. I'm here in person. I can do my own shopping. Excuse me 1 second. I have to wash my hands. But it started yesterday with me standing up to the beast system. First, I had to physically do not comply. I did it respectfully. I didn't have, like, a cell phone in anybody's face. Yeah, I ran a video directly afterwards, but, you know, I wasn't out to insult anyone. Or the point for me to prove was I started to say no. I stood up for Yeshua HaMashiach. I stood up now. There's not enough of us doing it, but even though now is the time to take action and not enough of us are doing it, I'm not basing it on everybody else. I'm chasing after a perfect lamb because following is too slow of a pace for me. He's my golden bow, and I'm his white hot silver arrow Together we make a perfect team. Hey, Rintintin, I'm so glad to see you. I'm praying for you and your family and health. I pray for your wife and you, Troy. Take away the last thing in the world. Shopping makes me feel useful. Yeah, let me go out and get my own stuff. Like, So, all right, I stood up. I'm saying no right now. I'm getting used to saying no. I'm saying no. I'm doing it now. I'm walking the talk, guys. I'm walking the talk. And I shook like a leaf. Even talking about it now, I'm shaking like a leaf. But I'm walking the talk. And for me, I needed to do that. I wanted to make my gesture to Yud Hey Vav Hey. And I wanted to start saying no to this whole beast system right now. From the door of its opening, from it coming out, from the very start, I'm saying no. And I needed to do that for myself and for my Heavenly Abba and my gestures to Him. But also, I consider myself Team Yeshua, right? So if I consider myself Team Yeshua and I want to be a soldier for Yud Hey Vav Hey, and when Yeshua HaMashiach comes riding in and dressed up in his night gear with his sword and he starts piercing through evil and corrupt minions, I want to be there riding behind him doing the same thing. I want to be that kind of soldier and warrior for him and with him. I don't want to sit idly by. No, I want to roll up my sleeves and get in, dig in. And so I need to start doing that now. I do for me. I'm not telling you guys what to do. It's, hey, you have your own walk. I'm not. This is for me in my shoes. Hey, WP, Jen Light. And it is so, I'm honored you're here. I'm humbled to see you. I love you, brother. I love you guys so much. I'm so glad I ran this video. I really wanted to see you guys a lot. I miss you. And plus for the holiday, who else am I going to celebrate it with? Dink, dink, dink. It's going to be you guys because you're my favorites. Okay, so I have 8 kratom capsules, right? And I've been eating. I like the red Bali and the green Mangda, but sadly I only have the green Bali. So I don't have to take as much of it. As you can see, like 2 of these, I'll be good for like 2-3 hours. Yes, I have a hard time taking pills. Shalom, everyone. I told her that's why I step aside and let her handle the food budget and shopping and just her muscle. Oh, Troy, that's awesome. Doc, I love you. I'm always here for you, too. Oh, you're talking, yes, seller. I hope you have a beautiful day, Jamie. I'm praying with and for you, and I hope I get to talk to you later, too. Hey, Dawn, we still got to talk. I was just thinking about that, how I keep saying I want to talk to these people. I still haven't talked. But I'm glad I get to see you right now and say I love you, Dawn. It's good to see you, sweetheart. New era, bougie on a budget. Anyone able to see my text? Yes. My dog's snoring. Can you hear her? Yeah, anxiety. Excuse me. I don't mean to be rude. Thank you, sweetheart. Yud Hey Vav Hey even loves HTV. So, can't help it. I love it too. Thank you, lovable troll, wherever you are, for making that for me. I love it. He used to have another one where I was flying around in a cape. I think it was that. I don't know. He made a bunch of stuff. Oh, and then I think I have a sinus infection due to allergies. So I refuse to go to a doctor, and I don't want to take antibiotics right now. I only want to take antibiotics if I'm absolutely certain I can't get rid of it. So, my remedy is Mucinex, which I haven't used yet, and saline solution. I should take Benadryl at night, but last night I forgot. I got done eating and I just knocked right out. It was over with. Leukemia. Oh no. I pray for full curing and healing for her in Yeshua's name. Ah. Yeah, we were talking about that the other day, why people, still die, but they have the name of Jesus. And why that happens. One answer was that Abba takes somebody, even though that they're in Jesus and a warrior for Jesus, that Heavenly Abba takes them out of the way of danger, and that's why they pass on, is because Abba's saying, there's danger, I'm taking you out of the way. That was just one answer. People had other answers. Hand-drawn intro, right? Yeah, I had another intro. I never got it downloaded, though. And I haven't seen Lovable Troll to ask him if he could, send that to me. I'm so sorry, Troy. I don't know. It's Abba's will, and it's Abba's will be done over ours. Only he knows why. But even if I gotta believe in him regardless. It's gonna happen to us regardless. The Great Tribulation. I have oregano vitamins. I think that's the only vitamins I have. So, what time is it? I want to take a shower. I better get motivated. No, I'm definitely not wearing a bikini sunbathing. Absolutely not. Not at my age, and no. Not with my insecurities, and not with the alters I have running around, the little kids. I don't think they want to dress in a bikini. But I'm going to go lay out, and I'm going to go lay out at the farm in the backyard so I can have privacy. I can't bring Keeper with me. It'll be too hot out. But I could have some quietness for a couple of hours in the sun. So I think that's what I'm going to do to try to rejuvenate myself. And eat. Definitely eat. Did I eat breakfast yet this morning? I can't remember. I've been eating breakfast and definitely dinner. Nice snack throughout the day. Oh, I made this awesome nacho dip. It was I know I used Velveeta. I don't care. But I made this nacho dip with Velveeta and it came out so good. Oh boy, it came out so good. I want to go get, I can't even go unless I wear a mask. Maybe I'll ask my friend to go because they're going to wear the mask. They believe in all this stuff. So, what I want to get, ShopRite has this nacho stuff. I could just get the recipe on, no, because I still have to go to a store and I'm not wearing a mask. Now I absolutely have to have a garden. Huh. Yes, this is the last days. So I figured, yeah, why not start standing up to the beast system right now? I'm not. So again, guys. Oh, you're a Lone Ranger, yeah. Well, you fit in great here because I'm like that with my friends, and I get flustered and frustrated with them. It's like, you don't believe in Jesus? Okay, I can deal with that because that's your own free will, right? So I have no choice but to accept that and deal with that. Only, that's it. But when it comes to you being dumbed down like that and believing in all the lies and the numbers are going up, hey, Jana, it's great to see you. I love you. Yeah, Jana, I'm like that too. I think I might have to just suck it up and do that. But I don't want to do that. They won't even let you in the store if you say you have a medical condition. They make you wait outside and they go shopping for you. No, I don't want what they pick. My grandmother taught me how to pick out vegetables and fruits and meats. I don't want those people doing it. Let me. It's my food. Hey, Uncle Obvious, it's good to see you. Well, you know what? I pray. Here we go. I am your ordained Ezekiel 33 watchman. I repent for my sins, Heavenly Abba, in the name of Yeshua HaMashiach. Please cover me in the blood of the Lamb. Please put my full armor on in Yeshua's name, and I pray this for Keeper and Seva in Yeshua's name. But I would like to pray for my loved ones online, Heavenly Abba. Please have the Holy Spirit fill and overflow me. So I'm not going to use any hand signs for this, okay? None of that. I'm just going to read you the prayer. The Lord bless you and keep you. The Lord make his face shine upon you and be gracious to you. The Lord turn his face toward you and give you peace. In Yeshua HaMashiach's name, Selah. That's number 6, verse 24 through 26. That is the ultimate best prayer I think I could ever say for any of you. And thank you for letting me pray that for you in Yeshua's name. I'm humbled that I'm assuming, but I'm humbled that you would accept my prayer for you guys. I want your prayers, Uncle Obvious. I want your prayers. I don't know where you got those prayers, but I want them. They're written down somewhere. Can you please send them to me? They really packed a punch. They really, really did. Thank you, Rin Tin Tin. Thank you. So, I think I should probably get going. Thank you, Chumasei. I'm so happy to see you, sweetheart. I'm so happy to see all of you. But I think I will get going. I pray that you guys have a happy Friday. Yes, I do plan on tuning in to Now You See TV Saturday night, even though James Mack publicly came at me instead of privately talking to me and then telling me, oh, I'm glad to hear that out of your mouth for a change. Just the whole way you're supposed to approach a brother or sister in private, and you're not supposed to belittle them. And I left Now You See TV last weekend because of that. I let it get in the way, and it was like, you know what, I don't even want to be here. He totally ruined everything. He ruined the chat room. He ruined the show. He ruined my mood. He ruined everything, and it hurt because I thought he was a friend. And you know what? Touche, because guess who just stood up to the beast system? Yes, I don't want to have to put a mask on for the laundromat or to run in to be able to pick out my own fruits, vegetables, and meats. Am I going to cower one day? Probably, yeah, and go in and be like, screw it, I'm getting what I want, and I will keep the mask over my lips. Everything else I can order offline, but the fruits, vegetables, and pharmacy, I'll get on my own. I'll order everything else offline. Or online. I'll order everything else online that I want. Seriously. But I'm getting my own certain necessities and personal items and fresh fruits and meats myself. I deserve that. But the beast system, I just stood up to. So if anybody has a problem, too bad. I'm by myself. I did it on my own. I'm starting to say no, and I'm standing for Yeshua, and I'm doing it the best I can. And yeah, I'm slow to do it. But you know what? Winging It Tracy, he's not even in my chat, but Winging It Tracy was patient with me this whole time. He didn't jump on me. He just knew that Heavenly Abba would work through me, and, I'm kind of slow, but be patient, but here I am, trying to walk my talk. And I feel like yesterday was a step in the right direction, and I feel better. But laundry and fruits and meats and vegetables and pharmacy, your personal effects, please let me get them on my own. So I don't know what to do. Yes. I'm cheating. I quit cigarettes, and I'll tell you right now, I'm cheating. No, I was given a pack of cigarettes. I've bought cigarettes before, but I was given a pack, and I didn't decline. And you know what? Right now, I'm grateful for the nicotine. I know that sounds terrible, but I have stress levels. I'm also dealing with deprogramming. So me, Holly, I'm not a smoker, but there's parts of me that are smokers. So please understand, I'm going through this deprogramming process. Sometimes I got it down pat and I do great. And other times I flip-flop and flounder and struggle. So please don't look down on me for it. It's a process. And I've got 169 altars. There's parts of me I don't even know about. Only Yud Hey Vav Hey knows. And the programmers. But I'm in his hands now. Don't give in, are part of the control system, I know. It's just another hook. So, no, I don't like to buy them. There's been days where I just woke up from the bed and it was like, you know what, it's all over. I'm not going to lie, it's just all over right from the gate. I'm smoking it. Smurfer girl, whatevs. Even when you're a new creation, your body is full of sin. Don't beat yourself up. You wrestle against your own flesh. Yes, sir, Smurfer girl. I'm definitely wrestling against my own flesh in more ways than one. I don't get into the other ways. Okay, you know what? Maybe I should get into the other ways. I stay away from prescription medications. Yeah, I know there's people out there that lie through their teeth about me. They can keep lying all they want. I quit prescription medications January 4th of 2014. Took me about 6 months to come off. I came off at 12 prescriptions. So I don't take prescriptions. I don't take illegal drugs. I stay away from people that do illegal drugs. That way I don't even have to be in the situation to say no or be in the situation to be tempted. People that smoke weed, drink alcohol, smoke cigarettes, cigars, that's fine. We're cool. Vaping, we're cool. All right? You get into the other stuff, and I gotta step away. Like people that... Okay, I'm going to stop there. It's just, I know my finite limitations as a person, and, you can't date a cokehead and a drug dealer and expect that you're going to live a sober life. It's being brought in under your roof. Your children, even as much as you want to hide it, will know that you're doing something wrong. They can sense it. They're your kid. Duh. I don't want to be around that garbage. I can't. Now, as far as, these other things, that's fine. I look at marijuana as medicine. Just let you know that right now, because I've only used, well, okay, when I use marijuana, it's in a medicinal capacity only, and kratom. And then you have to use food as a weapon and vitamins, but I'm working on all of that. So, but, yeah, I mean, I'll be honest with you. I'm not going to lie. If you want to use CBD instead of medicinal marijuana, that's your choice. I'm not here to tell anybody to do anything. I'm only worried about my own walk. So the struggles I have, I got to... Okay, so I quit the prescriptions January 4th of 2014, but to stay away, you know, there's days that come, and that's probably when I should take the kratom, because inside I'm thinking, boy, I would love to have my oxycodone pill or my Dilaudid pill right now. My joints, my bones, my muscles, everything is hurting so much, even my guts and intestines, or I get really bad menstrual cramps. They were suspect to think that I have endometriosis, so I suffer So anyway, I should just take my kratom, but I forget. Once in a while I take aspirin. Once in a while I might take naproxen, but I ran out. But I don't, alright, what else do I struggle with? That I don't talk about. I struggle to stay away from cigarettes, which, see ya on that one. I struggle to stay away from alcohol. I was in a situation where all that was available was alcohol. Then I was in the other extreme situation where I had to ask permission to drink alcohol. And it's like, I'm 45 years old. Get the fuck out of here. If you think I'm going to ask you if I can drink a bottle of wine, how about this? I'm going to go get a bottle of wine and I'm going to drink it in one night. I won't get two because that's having way too much fun. But I am going to get one, okay? One is not being drunk. One is just taking off the edge. And I mean, like, you know, one of those just small bottles, not like a big jug, but, you know, one of the narrow bottles, yeah. Once in a blue moon, it's nice to have a few glasses of wine. Yes, I have a tolerance. I'm an ex-super soldier. Are you kidding me? I have the tolerance of an elephant. And yes, I'm going to smoke a cigarette in front of you guys. I'm not going to hide. I'm not trying to pass on my bad stuff to you, but I'm not going to hide. I'm going to smoke a cigarette. I'm not going to let you see me, though, because I don't want to trigger you to smoke a cigarette if you quit smoking yourself. But I'll be honest about what I'm doing behind the camera. What else do I struggle with that I feel comfortable telling you about? Ooh, I gotta put the fan in. I have to put the fan in the window. I don't like smoking in the house. It's not permitted. Hang on, guys. I got distracted. Hang on. Oh, no. That's just going to take longer. Hang on, I'm coming. I am having a mishap right now that I have to fix. Fixed. Okay. Next. Hang on, I'm coming. Anyway, I survived that catastrophe of putting the fan in the window. Thank heavens it can't drop out the other side. At least there's a screen in the window, which actually I should take the screen and put it down since the fan is in the window. You know what? I'll go mess with it in a minute. I'm not going to do it right now. Restless leg syndrome, Rintintin. I used to suffer that. What did I use? I don't have it anymore, the restless leg syndrome. I stopped taking the over-the-counter meds, I know that, for the restless leg. But then what did I use? You're paraplegic, so I can't walk it off. I'm sorry, Rintintin. Oh, no. I pray for your full curing and healing in Yeshua's name. Boy, oh boy. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I started eating bananas or whatever. Or just taking vitamins, but I can't remember what I did, to be honest. Sounds like Doc had crazy fun when he was young. Tequila to kill ya. Oh, man. I dug into the... I remember... I can't say I remember all of it, but I kind of remember the first time that I ever had tequila to kill it. I loved it. Let's just say I loved it. I loved the whole salt and lemon part of the shot. Okay, I only enjoyed the shot because of the salt and lemon. Yeah. Roika Taylor, I send you personal love, infinity gratitude. You have been through so much bullshit. I pray you always find the utmost peace in your existence across all time and space. Oh, Roika, I pray the same right back to you. Thank you. Blessings to you, Selah. That's beautiful. Thank you, Roika. I'm humbled. Oh, I'm so humbled. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. My altars thank you, too. I like that last part. Your existence your existence across all time and space. That's beautiful. Thank you. I pray that right back at you and for your loved ones as well. So, yeah, something bad's going on in the air. I can tell you that right now. I think that, I had this feeling, to be honest with you, to stay away from, a lot of my friends are in, the cities, the not-so-rural areas of New Jersey, and something's been telling me to stay out of those parts this weekend, because, I don't know, I know that there's been, threats of false flags and stuff like that, but with what's happening in New York City and stuff, I think that, I'm just going to stay out here in the country where I'm safe and sound. I sneeze, it lands on the police. It's great. So I'll just stay here in this quiet, lazy, sleepy town where everybody knows each other's name. And my name is Norm around here. No, I'm kidding. Yeah, I pray to stay away from alcohol, prescription pills. Oh, I pray to stay away from, bad people. What else do I struggle with? I struggle with a bunch of stuff. I struggle with, I know this is going to sound bad, but I struggle with the covenant I made with Abba. I really do. Because the covenant I made with Abba is a very lonely and a lone existence. It's not. I tell you what, it's not for the weak-hearted, I can tell you that much. when you give your covenant to Abba, which all of you, many of you know, and when you give your covenant to him, you are definitely plucked out of this world, and you know it, and it can feel really lonely. I had come into contact with someone, and I had mentioned, well, I'd like to bring content to the people on HTV, my viewers. And they were like, oh, well, you got to make a video, you got to edit it, you can get this software, that application, and, oh, well, to get content, look at the movies. Now, first you got to watch the movie, then, then you got to get the trailer and the clips and mark each second down, and then on this minute you say that, and on that minute you say this, then you play this next clip, and this is the order you put it in, and I'm thinking to myself, oh my goodness, no. All right, first and foremost, the content is sitting right in front of you. If you can't recognize that right then and there, you got no business continuing on with the conversation. What I mean by content is, draw out of me my testimony, because I know quite a few things, but I need help with somebody to draw it out of me. Our freedom doesn't come from government, it comes from God, and he is the boss. Selah, Nikki. Thank you, sweetheart. My love to you and your loved ones. That's why we're here with each other in addition to our covenant with the Good Shepherd. Yeah. And it's like, wait a second. I need you to draw my testimony out. I'm trying to be a whistleblower and expose what the darkness is doing. And if I can't recognize the beast system for what it is when I see it, man, I'm in a lot of trouble. I've got no discernment. And yeah, it's taken a few conversations with some of my friends to really look at things for what they were. Yes, first I started with the Christian community, but the answers I was getting was not satisfactory to me. And I'm sorry to my brothers and sisters. I'm not trying to slight you. And no, I'm not. And I'm not meaning you guys. Don't just listen to the story. I started having conversations with people from other backgrounds and other just different people. I have friends of all kinds, types, races, blood. I have friends of all kinds. Let's just leave it like that because it's easier said. So I started talking to these other friends, and it's like, wow, talking with you and having this relaxed conversation and really taking a step back and looking at all of this. And my altars are forward. And I had known this person, 6 years, 5, 6 years, 5, 6. Yeah, actually 6. Because I had been, 2014. So, anyway, I got to really just have a relaxed conversation and realize what was going on around me without all the fluff, and to really have a heart-to-heart. And no offense, the Bible and verses were not thrown in my face. I need, and it's Abba was there with us in the conversation. Okay, the Holy Spirit was flowing through me in Yeshua's name. He's on the inside of me, so I can go out to where I go and talk to who I talk to, and that's not sitting at the sinner's table. And I cherish my friends, my loved ones, my viewers, my subscribers. I don't look at you guys as fans. Yes, I have met fans, and no, I'll tell you right now, I don't like fans. I like to have my friends. I like to know your testimony. Like, fans, what is that? I think I met a couple and I didn't like them. I'm not looking for fans. I'm looking for true blue friends. I'm looking for extended family. I'm looking for victims to be survivors. I'm looking for people to laugh with me, to enjoy the rest of my days with me. That's what I'm looking for, someone to enjoy these last days. Private Beautiful, I missed you and Mike Smith when I was running my live stream, but I was driving. I can't. And I wanted to give you double love. So for the past when I missed you, and for now seeing you. Where was I? Yeah, so for the rest of my days, yeah, I got to hang out with you guys, because having that covenant, it's lonely. I've asked God to put a man in my life, and it's always flopped. They can't handle me. Right off the bat, I'll tell you right now, I am beyond 2 handfuls, and when I lash out and I scream, and the second I drop the word delusional, if I ever say that word delusional, you are talking to a very bad, dark, programmed spot of my mind. And I really believe with those trolls who were writing me letters, and Uncle Obvious, you saw, it was the same Sarah Rose. She had gotten blocked. She had sent me an email, and I'm not giving the whole email address, but she came in under a different ID. She had sent me emails. Oh, I don't want to ruin your weekend. Don't want to ruin your weekend. And then she comes and says, under Sarah Rose, we're going to have you sent to a mental institution, and we're going to have the police break down your front door, come in and drag you out of your home and throw you into prison. And then I block it. I don't respond to the email because I just block. I save, block. That's it. I'm not engaging. It's a waste of time and a distraction away from my golden bow. 2 days later, Sarah Rose, the same person with, I'm not telling you the whole name, it's censored, comes into my chat room. And again, she's mentally unstable, stop enabling her. Yeah, and in your email, you said the same thing. You're going to send me to a mental ward. No, you're not. And no, the police are not going to come break down my door and forcibly take me out of my house because of the things I speak about. Go talk to these other super soldiers that speak about the secret space program. I'm sure you said the same thing to them, right? Oh, but they're not mentally ill in your mind, but I am, and we went through the same things. No, that's called jealousy. You're pissed off that nobody gives you time. Go back to selling your tarot card readings, okay? So anyway, where was I? It wasn't about the trolls, but it was just so nice to catch them red-handed with their hands in the cookie jar. And still on Instagram, they're sending me these group messages. It's like, guys, stop, I'm not interested. No, me and my ministries are not out to kill you. We don't even talk about you guys. We don't care. You're happy being lost. You want to be heathens. Stay heathens. We're busy over here, okay? You've lost your mind. All right. So I guess with the fans, you get the haters too, right? I guess it comes with the territory. But where was I going with the conversation? Hey, Jesper, it's great to see you. And here I am. You do graphic design? Oh, wow. Thank you, George. Oh, cool. All right. Let me get the edited version out. And if you want to translate it to Spanish, you can. But let me get the edited version out. That way it'll translate appropriately. The unedited version won't. That's copyrighted. Right? Right, Tintin? But that wasn't the point for this story. But I want those prayers to deal with the dark powers and principalities that are behind these people, driving these people, and manifesting in these people, which cause these people to continually to come after me over and over and over and over and over again. It's like, oh my goodness, will you please go through a freedom deliverance, please, in the name of Yeshua, so I don't have to keep dealing with you. Please do us all a favor. There's a story in Mark about how there was a, wild man that was naked living in the cave, and you guys are reminding me of this story. Well, anyway, let me finish. Mark, a gospel, a canon, a chapter in the Holy Bible, talks about this crazy man that lived in a cave naked, running around, scaring all the citizens of the village to death, and, howling at the moon, and just, oh boy. So Jesus comes, and long story short, Jesus goes, finds this man, and the demons inside this man recognize Jesus for who he is and basically say, you've come to kill us. Please don't do that. Please send us into the group of swine over there. Please don't kill us. So Jesus goes, okay, leave this man, and you legions of demons can go into the swine over there. So the demons leave the man. The man is set free from his demons, right? So he cleans himself off, takes a bath, washes his hair, puts on clothes, and sits down and starts talking to Jesus. And carrying on a conversation. The guy's in his right mind now. And now the leaders of this village basically come out and they see Jesus sitting with this crazy wild man. He's fully dressed in his right mind. He's no longer living in the cave. And then these leaders look at the swine of pig. Now there's 2,000 pigs dead in a river. So what had happened was when Jesus cast these legions of demons out of this guy and said, yeah, sure, you can go into the swine, whatever. 2,000 swine, 2,000 pigs go running off a cliff, dive into the water, into the river, and drown themselves. So there's 2,000 pigs drown in the water. That's what Jesus did to set this man free. That was what was in this man. If you can understand the magnitude of 2,000 pigs dying, that is the principality that was in this dude, right? I want the prayers on how to cast them out, that's for sure. I'm sure I already got them locked up in me. And it's happened before. I've actually... Anyway, so these demons flee, and these pigs, 2,000 pigs are drowned in the river. I bet you these leaders of the village were like, you know what, Jesus, give us back our 2,000 pigs and put that guy, take his clothes off, put him back up in the cave. 2,000 pigs? I don't know, I felt it was a funny story. But that's what my trolls remind me of, because that's what they're tampering with. And then they come at me threatening me. I'm not buying it. I'm not wasting my time on it. And with the COVID, nobody's breaking down my door, I can tell you that much. Police won't even evict squatters right now, so I don't think they're coming here. Plus, every time I walk Keeper, they're always waving at me. So I really don't think the police are going to break down my door and forcibly throw me in prison because of anything I do on HTV. Because I don't threaten people. Now what happens in my chat is the responsibility of my chat. I'm not a leader. This is just my personal diary. And a chance for all of us to get together and have a community. And talk. And not be alone in this crazy ass world. I hate that. The kratom made me shaky. I'm going to get a copyright strike because of the church bells. It's 12. Oh my goodness, where did 45 minutes go? See, I got to go take a shower so I can lay out in the sun and then go take a drive, and I hope these places are open so I can get pictures. I'm going to share them with you guys. I'll put them up on YouTube on my community tab, and I'll make videos. So, and then I'll post it to Facebook too, but I'll put it up so all of you can see it. What I'm up to. Yes, I'm up to, yes, you can call me trouble bags today. I wish I was money bags, but no, I'm trouble bags. I'm going to go find some trouble, take videos when I find it, and then I'm going to dedicate them to my favorite superhero. I want my sense of humor back so I can make some funny videos for you guys, and we gotta laugh, we gotta stay together, and if I'm a goofball or if you see me lash out, I'm sorry, but yeah, I can't help it. I don't like depression. I'd rather feel anger. It's easier. I'm not gonna sit here and cry, and I already struggle with depression. Forget that. Give me anger. It's easier. I can do something with anger. I can burn that off. Depression, you don't move. I hate that. So it's better I get angry, but the drawback is lash outs. But it happens. I'm the epitome of MK Ultra. What am I going to do about it? I can't. I can only pray that Abba put strong enough people in my life that when I lash out, they go, okay, this is not meant to me, even though she's cutting me and dicing me up. This is not meant at me. This is, wow, whatever the hell they did to her in the dumbs, they really screwed her up. So I know this is not how she feels about me deep down inside, but whatever part of her, however ugly that part of her is, that makes her lash out like that, must feel comfortable to come to me. So just because this is ugly, there must be a part of her that's comfortable to come to me. I can actually talk her out of this lash out. I can actually lead Holly out of this lash out. And do you know how you can lead me out of a lash out when I'm saying F you and I'm delusional and screw the world and I'm flying off the handle 17,000 different ways? The fact that I came to you and you're seeing that, you can talk me out of it because I came to you. So you have, in the name of Yeshua, complete ability to say, okay, Holly, what are you remembering from the DUMS? What is it in the programming that has made you like this? Is there something that's weighing on you, or do you feel guilty about something? Are you ashamed of something? Do you feel comfortable to talk to me? Because I know whatever you're saying right now, this is going to the MK Ultra. It's not for me, but you're coming to me so I can talk you out of this lash out. That's how you have to handle it. I'm sorry, I'm not going to come to you pussyfooting with tears in my eyes and a box of tissues. I'm not like that. I can't pretend, and I'm not going to. So, yeah, I'm glad that all of you guys are here, and I'm sorry for being a jackass, but this is how it is. And I want to be a soldier. And no offense, guys, have you ever met a soldier? Do they strike you as pussyfoots? Look at, like, these SEALs. Do they strike you as pussyfoots? I mean, I'm sure they break down and cry, right? We all do. I get it. Yes, we do. We all have trauma. We all have shell shock. We've all been through it. Whether it was in the DUMS or it just normally in our normal lives. But I've seen the extreme side of trauma and torture. So I get that it affects all of us, no matter what. But soldiers don't strike me as the type of people that sit down and cry. They strike me as the type of people that stand up, grab their rifle, charge towards the flames, and have the Holy Bible written on the inside of their hearts. And Abba's guiding their mind through the situation. Okay, that's what a soldier reminds me of. Now I'm an ex-super soldier, and I want to be in Yud Hey Vav Hey's army, and I don't care if it sounds stupid to anyone. This is what I want. This is a part of the covenant I made. But I'm lonely. There's nobody here that's on the same page as me. And I've met people, and they might be awake, but they're not walking the talk at all. They're awake. They might still be wrestling with Jesus. I don't have time for somebody that's going to wrestle with Jesus to be in my personal life. I want a second person that, when Yeshua taps my shoulder and it's time to move, I have a second person to go with, because he sends us out 2 by 2, right? Okay, so maybe my prayers are all mixed up and all wrong, but I pray for 2 by 2. I'd prefer to be a husband set in Yeshua, but if it's a female, I'll get used to it. Ooh, we can go, never mind. Another female is just going to get me in trouble. But you may as well just send me a husband and avoid the trouble, skip to the end. But he has to be in you and you in him. But I'll tell you right now, even if I have a husband, Heavenly Abba, I'm not submitting to him. I will be the role of the woman, but I'm not submitting to him. I'm not surrendering to him. I will to you, but not to him. But I'll be the cook. I'll be the clean. I'll be the nurturing one. I need to learn how to nurture, because as you can tell, I only know anger and wrath and rage. God's not just a God of love. Like, I've heard so many people, oh, you got to say stuff in love. No, you don't. God is love. That's an attribute of him. But he's also coming back in his full armor, and he's got wrath, vengeance, and he's really pissed off right now. I don't think he's going to come back and talk to the enemy and love. I think he's going to draw his sword and dice their heads right off their shoulders, and that's going to be it. I don't think he's going to hop off his horse barefoot, hand him a Holy Bible, sit down and talk to them in love. I think he's coming back to throw down as conqueror, undefeated, reigning supreme. What would you do? You just got crucified and beaten and hung on a cross. Now, when you come back, are you coming back in love? Or are you coming back with vengeance, wrath, and that's it? And you're taking charge. I would think that one might return. Like, just the fact that Jesus is returning should send fear through the bloodlines. Okay? I mean the bloodlines. Yes, you have the Illuminati bloodlines. You have all sorts of kind of bloodlines. I definitely mean those bloodlines. Rothschild, all that. All those names. So I think, yeah, I don't get it. I don't get it. I think when people are always like, well, God's love, and they're pussyfooting around, I really think that that is a form of a religious spirit, similar to like how you have that prosperity gospel, and everybody's like, well, if I pray this way, then I'll get wealth and money, and this is Jesus. That type of prosperity, like Joel Osteen. Yeah, it's another form of that. It's just coded a different way. No, love is an attribute. Yes, he created love, but he's not a flower child. I'm sure he wanted all of us to be able to grow up as flower children, so to speak, with just love in our eyes and free and innocence. Not Woodstock flower child, but innocence and youth and life. That's what he meant for us to be, but there's free will and there's evil in the world, and Satan is the king of trickery, and here we are today. I'm babbling, aren't I? Isn't gonna hug it out with the enemy, but it's really hard to resist Jesus's hugs. True, Trey. I'm right there with you. Oh, Wendy, I love you, sweetheart. I'm glad to see you, sweetie. I know, I'm always praying for you, and thank you to your family that served in these wars and made the ultimate sacrifice, and thank you because you're their descendants, so thank you, Wendy. I'm humbled. I hope you're doing well. So, just, yeah, I can't, like, it's like, this powder puff Christianity. I'm not with the powder puff Christianity. I can't get with it. I can't wrap my head around it. I come from the dumbs. I must know Jesus in a completely different manner. And I'm not trying to misrepresent him. Or maybe actually I'm doing justice right now to represent another aspect of our Savior. And what I mean by another aspect is he saved a wretch like me from deep underground military bases. I have seen the most disgusting things in life. So like people go to the dark web to see things I've experienced in real life. So given that I come from that, I have a different personal relationship with Jesus. He's not leading me to sing in the church choir and have everything neat and pretty. He's not teaching me to say everything in love. Oh, and yeah, he doesn't give me false visions. I don't have to trick myself to think that I was shown the New Jerusalem or the time before I was born. See, he gives it directly to me. I don't rely on all this other hoopla that people have been taught for 30 years and think is right, but really it's false doctrine. I'm not into all of that stuff anymore. But I come from this world into Yeshua HaMashiach from a completely different angle. And for me, I'm like, look at the gauntlet I came from. Like, I lived the dark web, and I repent, and I don't know how to handle this. But if you want me to be like these other Christians are, it ain't going to happen. I can't do that. But there's everything else in the world that I can and I want to do for you. But I have a different personality than that group, than that group, than that group, than those Christians. I have a completely different outlook and I have a completely different personality, Yeshua. This is me, and I'm not like that. And no offense, I don't want to be like that anyway. It drives me nuts. I don't know how you deal with it. They love you, so I get that you love and they're your creation. I get that, but I can't deal with it. I have a different personality, Yeshua. Will you still please accept me? And no, I don't want to misrepresent you, but I definitely want to say how you did not turn me away just because I don't act like that. I'm not like that, and because I purposefully don't want to be like that. I want to be my own individual. I'm not these Christians that run around talking about the rapture and who had what vision and, oh, what the Lord laid on them. And, oh, geez, I'm not one of these cherry-picking Holy Bible verse Christians. I'm not Presbyterian, Lutheran. I'm not any of that crap. I'm not in a cardinal, dead, powder puff Christianity. I'm just a Yeshua lover. If I can be me, coming from the Doms, I'd really appreciate it, Yeshua. And he said yes. I'm glad to see it, Dawn. Yeah, I mean, I'm not trying to knock things, but it's from my perspective. It's from my angle, looking in and looking around to what's around me. Yes, when, yes, God showers us and encourages us. He showers us with his love to encourage us and inspire us. Abba fills us with his power and strength. All these wonderful, amazing things that Abba does for us. But for someone like me, I need to take into account that, with the darkness I've seen, Heavenly Abba also has these other sides to him that I can personally relate to. I have to be able to make that personal connection with him. I have to be able to read the Holy Bible, and when I read about Jesus, when he walked on the face of the earth, Yeshua, I have to be able to connect with him. He was beaten. He was put up on a cross. He went through all of that ugliness. Like, he saw all of that, so I can connect with him there. And and just the fact that he bit his tongue during that whole crucifixion, man, if you don't think he's going to come back and have something to say about it, you got another thing coming. And when he opens his mouth, his sword's going to come out and stab you. So you better be made of him, because his sword's not going to hurt you if you're made of him, if you're in him and he's in you, and truly in him. That's why I have my Holy Bible code up here, is because I want Abba to know how much I love him. I'm not embarrassed of Yeshua HaMashiach's gospel. This is one page. I think there's 3 pages of Holy Bible code to my name, Holly Baglio, and Holly Baglio Super Soldier. My sister looked it up. I love my sister. Her and I have been friends for years now, or acquaintances. And anyway, I don't want to give detail. I'm protective for a reason. I want to be protective, if you don't mind. So they gave me the Holy Bible code. So that's my name, Holly. I did a whole video on this. But I want you guys to know how much Yud Hey Vav Hey, Yahweh, Yeshua, means to me, who I am in him and who he is in me. And then from there, I can begin to form a relationship and bond with all of you. And if we can do it that way, then it's going to be stronger, and it's going to be an everlasting, eternal bond. And that's what I'm looking for. I'm not looking for this temporary stuff. I'm not looking for seasonal flings and fair weather friends. I'm not looking for that. That stuff breaks my heart and hurts me. You've got no idea. I'm not looking for that. I'm looking for something that'll last. So we're all written, every one of us, all of our names are written in the Holy Bible code, from Dory to Smurfer Girl to Dawn to Troy to Yaz, Burnt Butterfly, I love that name, a Seller, all of our names, everybody's name. Abba left us a message, and it was a very reassuring message. It was direct encouragement from my Heavenly Abba, and it means that much to me. The children's church messages and directed the dramas. They informed me that we would start performing. Oh, man, really? Yeah, my church ended up, I felt bad about my church and stuff that had happened. But then when they closed up due to this COVID, I was like, I went to you guys for end time courses. That's why I showed up on Sunday. That's why I was even at your Sunday service, was because your end time courses. I'd go for 2 hours in the morning and 2 hours in the afternoon. You guys gave those end time courses, and now when it came around, you were so happy you weren't 501c3, whatever, and now you're shutting down with all the rest. I thought you had a set. Excuse me, let's be honest. Yeah, it's the pot calling the kettle black. Why not? I'm suited to do so. If I'm already black and that's black, why can't I call it black? We're both black. Okay, well, I'm not talking about skin color. It's the symbolism or whatever, metaphor. Okay, the darkness that I'm trying to come out of, that makes this pot black is the darkness that you just brought your church by closing it down through the COVID-19. You just brought your church and its congregants into that darkness, so now you're black. Okay, so we're going this way. We're both black, but we're going in opposite directions, okay? I'm the black pot, you're the black kettle. Bye. You just led your congregants into certain darkness. How dare you not stay open? You just bowed down. You just bent over for the beast system, and now you're sticking your butt up at Abba. That's what I think about you. Anti-troll. And anti-troll. And in truth, love will blossom, and we will defeat all the lies and seed the corrective action, so that infinite symbiotic relationship of building and support, truth and love is supreme. Oh, my love and my finest prayers to you, anti-troll. I love your tag. You just made my weekend seeing that, anti-troll. You are welcome here any day. I love that. Oh, my love and light back to you and your loved ones. Everybody here, my love and my light back to you, my blessings to you, my finest prayers to you. I love you guys, and yeah, if we can stand shoulder to shoulder against this beast system, or what we perceive and believe to be the beast system rising, the new world order, the one world religion, and all of this stuff, if we can fight our common enemy, then I think now's the time to stand, even in little ways, the best we can. I know I'm by myself, so it took me, since February, March, April, May, June, it took me 4 months to not wear a mask inside of a store and just see what became of it. And for me, that was saying, no, I'm doing the best I can. If I had somebody here with me, then it's easier to be able to have the guts to do that. But I'm just glad that I started to say no. How's everyone's day? It's a lot better now that you're here, anti-troll, I'll be honest. How's your day? I hope you're having a great day. So, my church gave him big time. If only they had immediately helped us get in touch with each other and meet in our own. But they didn't, and we don't have a directory. I was cut off. Oh, man. I thought that was you, Zero. How are you? You make me smile. I had a sneaking suspicion, and honestly, usually I guess wrong. Most of the time, like 90% of the time, I'm like, I think that's so-and-so in my chat, and it turns out I'm wrong. But this time I had a sneaking suspicion. I really wish I had called it. So, what was I saying? I don't remember. I get off on a tangent all the time. But, of course, it's my responsibility that I didn't call and try, but I wasn't in a good place mentally at the time. Oh, don't worry, Kimberly. I understand that. The past couple of years, I've struggled with not being in a good place in my mind, and, anyway. Yeah, people got to stop driving. I shot a video yesterday when I got my courage to start to say no and really get a feel for the world around me, which has definitely encouraged me to want to make connections of my own, like, for food, for laundry, just community connections, because when shit hits the fan, I don't want to be standing here alone. And it definitely encourages me to continue to keep walking, keep around the neighborhood, tell you that much, because I want to know what's going on. But, where was I? Many blessings, the winds of heaven lay upon your life as the sun beats down upon a flower. Oh, that's beautiful, W.P. Jen Layton. I love you. I love how you write. It's beautiful. So, I don't know. Oh my gosh, it's 12:24. I gotta go because I want to take a shower. And is the sun even out? No. No. It's not out. You guys lucked out. I want the sun to come out. I want to get some color. I said to my friend, I said, I'm going to be pronto. I'm going to be there at 6 a.m. Pronto. Pronto. He's like, 6 a.m. on a Saturday morning? I will shoot you if you set 1 foot on my property. He's like, don't think I won't. And he's like, I won't use the BB gun either. He's like, I'll get the 22 and shoot you in the ass. I'm like, I got no meat. That'll hurt. But no, he's teasing my friend because, like, I used to crew for Forbes hot air balloons. I love doing that. But there's big, open, wide property. It's secluded. It's private. And I can lay out in the sun. And, I mean, I can go around here. I have my backyard. I could do that. I have parks but I'd rather just go to a place that like, I grew up there. It's like the land that I grew up on, you know, so it's kind of like I get to go home in a sense today and hang out on the very land, like, because I lived in Far Hills for 29 years of my life. So if I have an opportunity to go and hang out on the land where I lived for the happiest 29 years of my life, you can bet your bottom dollar I'm definitely going. It's really nice to be here. You've got no idea. Last year sucked. I had to, everything blew up. Either way, I had to leave because I had to get my autobiography written, and there was no way I was going to get it written here. I had to be put in a miserable place where I had nobody. And when I say nobody, I mean I had nobody. They had me, but I didn't have anyone. And because of that situation, I wrote my book. I was like, I'm not coming back here to Jersey without something in my hand to show something for my time. And sure enough, and I knew from the second that I left Jersey, I knew from then on, I just didn't tell certain people purposefully, but I knew I was coming straight the hell back. I made everybody think that I was moving away. That was the game plan from the door. And then I started casting dispersions and telling people whatever they wanted to hear. But inside, and only a couple of people knew this too, inside, we knew I was returning. Just which day was I going to return? But everything blew up. Other people came into my life. They started turning it upside down and everything else. And once it was too late and I realized that I was being, I'm going to just use these words because I'm going to use these words. I choose to use these words at this time, and maybe it's miswording. And even if it's miswording or people misunderstand, I'm going to use these words. I don't like to be handled. And that's exactly what was happening. And when I realized I was being handled, and Abba gave me the dream of the black money, and I realized I was being handled, I was in over my head. The plan always was that I'm coming back home. It was never going to be permanent. Everybody else wanted it to be, but I was like, get the hell out of here. No, my life was upside down. You guys ruined it. You took advantage of a situation you had no business being in. I was in a vulnerable, desperate state, and you knew it. You knew it. And you gave me the worst possible advice, too. What'd they do to Max Spears? They took him and put him on territory that he didn't know where he was. Yeah, what'd you guys do to me? The same damn thing. But anyway, I always knew that I was coming straight back home. That was always the game plan, was for me to come back home. Even before I left, but I let people think what they wanted to think, and I cast dispersions, and I wasn't lying. It was that Abba said I can do anything I want at all costs to keep myself protected, except bow down to the beast system and except take his mark. Otherwise, all is fair in love and war. And I'm an ex-super soldier, and if you want me to lie to you, I just don't think it's going to happen. When I have money, I had the $50, but I spent it. So when I get the $50, I'll get my book edited, and then I'll throw it up. Once they get the payment, I know it's been in the system and locked in, and I get that email back, and I get the numbers and everything, then I'll throw it up online. You can get it for free and download it. It's only 70 pages, like 8.5 by 11. It's only 70 pages. It's an easy read. So, but I'm not selling it. I want to give it to you guys. There's no way I'm going to sell my testimony. God told us to give it anyway. He said nothing about selling it or making a profit. When you serve YAYAYAYA, it's not about making money. That was another thing. People have picked apart my book, and they've picked apart me because I won't sell my book. And because I don't have a sexy enough color, because I drew the cover of my book and it looks like a child's drawing. Well, that's the whole point. Kids in a cage. And plus it's a memory I drew. That's David John Merrill. He gave me permission. Are you kidding me? And that cover isn't sexy enough for you? That's a memory of when we were being electrocuted. We're half dead hanging out of a cage. How is that cover not sexy enough? Because it looks like a kid drawing? I think it hits home because of that. And by the way, my child alter who drew it, you just fucking insulted. You just fucking insulted. You want a sexy girl with some lingerie? Well, you just insulted my child alters who are healing and drew that cover. You don't know how much this book and writing it, even though the process was bondage, and I hated it. I hated the whole process. I hated it. I loved it once I was done, though. Once it was done, a sense of accomplishment. I had a sense of accomplishment that nobody can ever steal from me. I still feel that sense of accomplishment. But that whole book is my heart and soul, and some people rip it before they even read one line of it. Or they'll read the first 5 pages and want to rip it apart, and it's like, if you didn't even get to the end of the book yet. You ripped the beginning apart, the end is non-existent. You know what? Read the book. Read the book. Somebody got mad at me because I said, read the book, asshole. They got mad at me for that. Don't tell me you love me and not read my book. I have a friend, right? Get this. Now, I'm very, very patient, and I'll show you how I'm patient. I have a friend, good friend, only a friend. That's it. It's nothing like, okay. When I say friends, I mean my friends are platonic friends, okay? I live a celibate life. So, that's it. But anyway, not that it's any of your business, but I'm telling you that I'm following YAYAYAYA. So there's things that I do and I don't do, and this is a part of my covenant. So, what was I saying? Drew a blank because I got off on a tangent. Okay, my friend, I printed it out, color cover, nice binder, printed it out, and I gave it to him. He has had my book since October 2019, November, December, January, February, March, April, May, June, July. He's had my book 9 months. It takes a slow reader like me 12 hours to read it, right? Tops. And it's like a 6th grade reading level. He bitches and moans that he's got nothing to do, and my book is sitting right in front of him. Do you think he'll pick it up and read it? No, but he tells me that he's my good friend. Hey, now listen, you better pick up that book and read it. If you want to show me you're my good friend, because I know I'm a good friend to you. I just handed you my book, and I'm a whistleblower. I just laid my life down to bring you the truth. But if you want to show me you're my good friend, read my book. It's a easy read. It tells you what a super soldier is and how it came to be that I'm a super soldier. And I had to remember that everything is in writing, so I can't take certain things back once the book is out there. I had to keep that in mind. So yeah, I talk about the Rothschild bloodline. Yes, I talk about being a petri dish, baby. Yes, I talk about the other bloodlines. Most of the friends all the friends that I have that are from the Dumbs are the same as me. They talk about the bloodlines too. It's no big shakes, even though I'm talking about bloodlines and being created in the Dumbs. My friends are talking about the same exact thing. I'm not the only one out there saying this, so it's not far-fetched. But I didn't want to put that in the book. I'm not ready to put that down in the book yet. I'm still coming to terms with a lot of stuff, but what I put down in the book is what I've come to terms with. Well, I've come to terms with a lot of other stuff, but just, I had to be mindful of what I was putting in it. People say, well, I want to get to know you for you. Okay, go read my autobiography. I am the one that wrote my autobiography, hence it's an autobiography. You want to get to know me for me? Okay, go read about my life. Hear it in your own voice. Or, well, you spoke to me on the phone. You spoke to me in person. You spoke to me on a video chat. So you know what my voice sounds like. Just pretend I'm reading it to you. You got to know about me before you can really get to know me. And it's important that you do know that. Addie, I love you, sweetheart. How are you, sweetie? It's great to see you. Thank you so much for Walter's chat room. I was listening along the other day. He's awesome. I love you. Everybody's really, really nice. You can never get insulted or offended. You can only choose to be insulted or take offense. The power is with you, hon. Yes. Forgive them as they know not. I forgive them because they don't know. I know they don't know too. No, I was a kid trafficked in a cage. I think you should read about how I was trafficked in a cage first. So that way, when there's hiccups and turbulence in the road, you understand why there's hiccups and turbulence and lash outs and tears and frustrations, and now you understand why better. It just helps me better to relate to people. Plus, you have to teach me how to do things. I can't have a boy. You want to be honest with something? I can't have a boyfriend. I can't. Here's why, and I'll be personal with you. Here's why. I just forgot why. Now I can't tell you why because I just forgot. Perfect timing to draw a blank. Thank you, Holly. I did seriously draw a blank, too. This sucks. Because it was funny what I was going to say. They can't handle me because I'm an alpha female. No, I can't. That's not it. That's not what I was going to say. I can't have a boyfriend because look at how beat up I am physically. Look at how much torture. My soul is ripped to shreds. I'm waiting for Yeshua's second return so he can take my soul and glue. I have all the pieces of my soul. I just need him to glue it back together because it's still shredded. But I got all the broken pieces, so when he returns, I get my soul and my body. But my spirit's intact. That's okay. But everything else is shattered. Like I'm a trafficked kid in a cage. That was trafficked. Don't let me forget about the other kids. It's not just about me. It's about the other kids, too. This is what they're doing. It's just Abba gave me an opportunity to speak, so I'm speaking so that the public knows that it's still happening to children. They're still being trafficked. I was one of them, and I don't want what happened to me go to waste if it can bring awareness to this situation and other people can step up to the plate and take charge and take affirmative action. Become freedom deliverance coaches to help SRAs, DIDs, MK Ultras like me, or to be able to supply a safe house because maybe you have enough money that you can give your money to create a safe house for people to live and have gardens and rebuild their lives. You have the finances to do that. Okay, don't waste it giving it to a drug addict. Give it to a safe house or create a safe house so that way these coaches and these victims can come in and they can rebuild these victims' lives. Do that. I don't know, there's a ton of things people can do, but so, oh, the kratom kicked in. Where's Nightbot? The kratom kicked in. Oh, thank you, the pain's gone. All right, I can take a shower, because sometimes the shower, the water beats on me, and it just feels like the water beating on me feels like daggers hitting my skin because of fibromyalgia, although I have a really cool shower head, so I can adjust the settings, but sometimes when someone has to follow up with an I promise right there, I know they do not mean to make, I always say I promise to call you back, and I never call back. I'm sorry for being guilty of that. I get distracted or tied up, but it's not that I don't want to call you back, because I do want to call you back, so I'm guilty of that. Where's Nightbot? I don't know. He's not working. Oh, what's his codes? I forgot his codes already. There you go. Hey guys, some of you don't know, but you got 24 hours to get ready. Nightbot and I are getting married tomorrow online. You all are invited. We'll run it live. I don't have the one I want. I usually like red Bali or green Magda, but right now I have green Bali. What was the other code? I don't know, or was it this one? Yeah, I gotta go back through my codes so other people can't access my boyfriend. I gotta update your codes. Now that Nightbot and I are like tying the knot tomorrow, Dory, I have to change his command so he says something else. My boyfriend Nightbot. He's the only one that can handle me. Because I'm the alpha female, I had to program him. No man wants to be dominated by me, let me tell you. It's a complete turnoff from what I hear. Yes, I've been told so. That's just another reason. I should have never said that. But not all the time, you know. But I'm a lady, though. I like my doors open. You know, like a man is a man, and I'm the lady. You know, I know the roles. I get that. I respect that. Yes, there's a hierarchy in the family. It's the way Abba meant it to be. I respect all of that. It's just I've got a big personality, man. Unless you got big catcher mitts, I don't think you're going to be able to handle me. Especially when I come flying in sideways at 1,000 miles per hour, still revved up and ready to go. You know, yeah. Prime example of why I can't have a boyfriend. I can't turn her off. Who's got the trigger words and the code words to shut Holly down? I can't take it. I can't do it. Oh, I don't know about that. Only Yeshua. So, yeah. I don't like that about me because I just, you know, whatever. I guess I don't like it about me because every poor choice I made in the past, the people to date, never liked it about me and they criticized it. So then I just automatically started hating on myself. So I automatically can't get along because I'm hating on myself because they don't like certain parts of my personality. So then I don't like them. Then I can't operate because now all of my parts are out of sync and it's two worlds colliding in complete chaos on the inside. You gotta love all of me. You can't just take pieces and parts or think that you can change this one or change that one. It doesn't work like that. You can be a part of the healing process and watch it. You can't change it or manipulate it. You can be a part by praying for me and giving me a hand and being, you know, but you can't change all that stuff. So I guess I don't like it because of what other people have told me that they don't like about me and how, you know. So now I don't like me. Something I have to get past, and I have to like me and forgive myself and be myself and be my own friend. But I also have to learn. I'm going to start crying. I have to learn how to have relationships over again. Okay? Like those interpersonal skills. I know how to be your friends. I know how to be your sister. I know how to bring you out of the darkness right into Yeshua's living light. I can be your ordained Ezekiel 33 watchman. Trust me, I've got these things down pat. But I had turned off the romantic part of my life a long time ago. I took the switch and I turned it off, and I have not flipped it back on yet. Not until Abba flips it back on, and he will. But he'll do it. Right? So I have faith in that. But if he doesn't, then that's okay. But so that romantic part of my life has been cut off. But when I woke up from MK Ultra programming, December of 2014. I not only lost my speaking ability, but I lost a lot of these interpersonal, like how to have a relationship, how to be a girlfriend, how to be able to show that soft side of me and that vulnerable side, but then also to avoid that later on I don't get embarrassed that I showed you my sweet side, my loving side, and my romantic and vulnerable side. Later on down the road, I get all nervous, and then I close up the hatches, I shut down, I throw up the walls, and then I get angry and I start pushing back, because then all of a sudden, oh my goodness, I just showed this person the inner part of my heart, and now they know all about me, and they can really do some damage to me at this point. And so that happens, and the other person would have to navigate through that, but I don't know. Okay, I know how to be a friend, I know how to be a sister, I know how to be a prayer warrior, I know how to be your Ezekiel 33 watchman. I don't know how to be a wife. A husband would have to, through the blood of the Lamb, show me how to be a wife. I don't mean when it comes to cooking and cleaning and, those. I mean when it comes to relating to one another and how you operate during a day, when to talk to each other, when to know when to call. Is it okay? What if I get insecurities? Do I still call? Are you still going to want to talk to me? Like, 2 months later, are you still going to love me? Are you still going to want me? Like, and then how to navigate through that. Or like, just like, okay, if the other person gets busy, how do I know that I understand they're busy and it's not that they're tuning me out and that they're not mad? Like, how do I understand this person? How do I relate to this person? Like, is it okay if I write them love poems? Or is that not okay? Is it okay if I hold their hand? Or is it not okay if I hold their hand? Is it okay if, how do I be a girlfriend? And, like, what is that other person like? And oh, I'm ready for him. He's just got to be ready for me. That's the difference. Because he would have to walk me through a lot of these things and be patient with me. I remember in high school, the boys would always joke around and say, get them while they're young, that way you can train them up. Shit. If you want a clean slate, I'm a clean slate. My thing is that I just want to know that I can trust the hands that I'm in, and I want to feel secure and stable, consistent, and constant in the hands that I'm in. So it's more like it's the other way around. So, I don't know, I don't think about it anymore. Yeah, right? I do think about it. So anyway, enough about that. I'm going to go because I want to take a shower. The sun's still not out. Hang on, because I always do this. I always say, I'll call, and then I don't call, right? And then, but I get nervous. Like, even with my friends that I've grown up with, that I crewed with on Forbes, and that I just grew up with, like, I even get nervous around my platonic friends, and there's times that they have to actually turn around and say, okay, Holly, let me slow you down. And I tell my friend, I can't say their name publicly, but I tell my couple of friends, I'm like, you got to teach me how to be a friend, like, at times, because it feels like everything inside my brain just breaks down or melts down. And when those moments happen, it could be an altar, or it could just be the stress that's throwing me for a loop, or maybe a spiritual attack. But when those moments happen, be patient with me and help me navigate and manipulate through these moments, so I know how to still maintain being a friend to you and showing you love, but I can get through whatever is failing in my brain right now that I feel like I can't connect for some reason. So, you know, like, thank you. Okay, I am running late. That's all I have to say. All right. I think it's okay, right? It's okay that I call. It's 1:45. I was supposed to be there at 12. It's all right. Here we go. This is so stupid. It's okay that I call, right? I'm 45 minutes late. Okay, do you see what I mean with these moments? They're ass backwards. Ah. Cool. Yes. Sweet. 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 Alright, so I probably should let all of you go. Hang on a second. I know I'm distracted. I don't mean to be rude. I'm coming. But this is very important business I am taking care of right now. Priorities. Alright. Count on me. You can count on me too, George. Thank you. Alright, so how long have I been on? Probably like 3 hours, and it felt like 5 minutes. 2.5 hours. Yeah, it felt like 5 minutes. Apparently, I'm in no rush to go sunbathing. Apparently, I can hang out here a little bit longer. You want to do that? Because if the sun's not coming out, then I'll go from home to take a ride. Then I'll stop and relax at my friend's house. And then, just so I can get out. Like, I'm very selective where I go. I'm very, like, it doesn't seem it, but I am. Like, I'm careful. I don't want to put myself in a position where I can be gang stalked. I'm already electronically surveilled, electronically targeted. Like, I'm already monitored 24/7. You know, I'm happy just laying low, flowing under the ELF, EMF waves, flying below radar. Missed Ice, Kareem a day. How are you? I met you at Basham's, right? How are you? It's good to see you. Welcome. For some reason, I get great anxiety. Me too, Dory. Like, I want to call you, and I'm like, I love you. Like, you're a doll, and then all of a sudden, I don't know where the anxiety comes from. There's no reason for it. I know beautiful, lovely people that are filled with heart. They're accepting. So why do I get like this anxiety? You know. I'm great to hear. I'm glad to hear that you're doing good, Mist. Ikareem Day. Ikareem Day. I hope I'm saying your name right. If I'm not, I apologize. I don't mean to be rude. My love and blessings to you and your loved ones. I hope that you're hanging in there. And if you're here in America, the 4th of July is tomorrow, and I just wanted to take this opportunity to say happy. We have no independence, never did, never will, day. Yay! Happy No Independence Day. You're going to freak out if your phone rang. I know. Oh, boy, Dory, I used to have those days I hear my phone ring and I'd run the other way. And then it got to the point where it was like, listen, you can't get mad at the people that are calling you. You got to get mad at the ringer, because it's the ringer that's setting you off and then throwing you straight into a bad mindset. Thank you so much. And it just, and I want to be there for other people. I do. Just, I can't. Yeshua gives me love. You guys give me love. I got love. I got all the love that I need right here. I don't want for more. I've been blessed with Yeshua loving me, right? And you guys are here, and you love me. I'm solid. I want for nothing more. I've already been truly blessed. It would not be right to ask for anything more, and I have done that before, Heavenly Abba, and I'm really sorry. I don't mean to put you to the test or get caught up in my own fleshly desires and my own thought processes. I don't ever mean to be ungrateful for what you have given me that I love and cherish, so I apologize. But no, I get love from you guys. I'm all right. Excuse me for the cigarettes. At least I'm not drinking. I might cheat, but I don't. I gave it up and I'm doing a lot better. And I found inspiration, like where I want to do better. So I'm upset with the, excuse me, it's a soda, with the smoking today. But, hey, that just means I have another day tomorrow to do better. It's not true. And no, we all have to be careful about relationships. Oh, you're telling me. You're telling me. I totally agree. Like, I mean, I have to be able to talk to somebody that I can say, hey, listen, like, okay, you know, that can sit there and listen and not be turned off or tuned out when I sit there and have a recalled memory about being electrocuted and I want to talk about it. That's the other thing. It seems I get, you know, I've made mistakes, and it just seems to me that when I've had to enter into, like when I dealt with labyrinth programming, I was in a relationship with someone. They had moved into my house and took over my entire life. And, which you would think would happen, but it was a very toxic scenario for various reasons that I'm not going to get into. And you know what? It was everybody's fault is all I'm going to say right now. Which I don't really mean, but I'm going to speak lightly to the situation. But actually, it's not everybody's fault. It's not my fault. But see right there goes the programming. No, that's battered women syndrome kicking in. I'm sorry, guys. I got to collect my thoughts. I got to think about what I'm going to say. I was in a situation and in a relationship situation. I was in a relationship. And I had to make my way through labyrinth programming, and it was hugely embarrassing and humiliating. I couldn't walk upstairs. Christian dating services. Yeah. Holly's Christian dating service. Fringe. Okay, yeah, we'll pin it on Michael Basham. You guys are going to have to get me a different identity. I can't do that. Dating services. No, I'm good. No, I got Nightbot for dating services. I'm sorry to tell you. Nobody got the memo, did they? No, here. Okay, see, I've got dating services. His name is Nightbot. Perfect application for me. I'm joking, sort of. I'm kidding. So, I don't know what I was saying. Oh, yeah. So I had to make my way through labyrinth programming, and I couldn't walk up the stairs for 3 days. Oh my goodness, I was walking into walls, seeing windows where they were not. The whole layout of the house changed. The stairs, I couldn't walk up. I would have to turn around, sit down, and then use my hands and feet to push my body up the stairs and go up the stairs in a sitting position until I got to the top. I couldn't walk down them or up them. So for 3 days, it was definitely interesting, and I really felt in an unsuitable environment for that to happen. So thank you to the people that were online with me last, it was the summer of 2018. the people that were online with me, doing video calls with me at the time, helping me to deprogram, as well as just giving me camaraderie, because like the emotional support that I couldn't get from the relationship. So I had my coaches, my deprogrammers, and then I had my support and my loved ones. So I was solid. So thank you to those people that were online for me at that time, doing video calls with me and getting me through those 3 days, because I would have been lost without the emotional support. I certainly was not getting it in the relationship whatsoever. When I went through a hard time like that, they were on the phone calling girls. Now you tell me how I'm supposed to trust and how my little girl alters are supposed to submit to any guy after that, when every guy's always abused them. And it wasn't just men, it was women too. They're not excluded. I'm not prejudiced just against the males. I'm prejudiced against the females too. I'm teasing. That's the wrong word and terminology to use. It's difficult. I just don't know what else to say about it. I'm breaking my programming. The thing is when I get into a relationship, there's programming I have to break, and that person has to be strong enough and willing to go through it with me. And if they're not willing to be on that level with me and ready to roll up their sleeves and deal with an ex-super soldier and a survivor of the DOMS and a survivor of Pizzagate, if they're not willing to do that, then they really have no business getting involved with me romantically to begin with, or asking me on a date, or trying to grab my number and say, oh yeah, I got the rest of my life to get to know you, Holly. But yet when it comes to deprogramming, where are you? Are you going to see the moments when I'm crying, curled in a ball, and you'll have to pick me up with a spatula? Yeah, man, I have those moments. Are there moments where I sit and shake in my chair and I can't speak? Yeah. Are there going to be moments where you're going to have to walk me out of the ugliness, the ugly altars, the really, really ugly altars? Yeah, and if you can't do that, then don't bother with me. Don't tell me you know about MK Ultra, but then when it comes to dealing with a survivor of it, you got your head up your ass. Don't give me that shit. Tell me you've heard about the topic of MK Ultra, but you've never dealt with the MK Ultra before, and here I am sitting before you. You're right. I have to speak to my child alters. It's going to be hard. I think it's coming. My process is very slow, and I'm slowly learning. And I thank you for your advice. But yeah, I think you're right. I'm just going to have to talk to them about this. But see, it would take the person that I'm romantic with to also be there with me, because then these alters are going to bond with him, and that's a part of him teaching me how to have a relationship, is when he joins me in this deprogramming process. Even the ugly, nasty, disgusting alters that I put down all the time, and I should not put myself down, even those alters are going to turn around and bond with the man that I give my heart to. So yeah, there's a lot of ugliness in it, but then the beauty in it is all those broken pieces. Yes, many of them have reintegrated. Some just refuse to. There's others still on their way, and there's many I haven't met yet. These alters are going to bond with that man. So he's going to be able to have an easier time to help me, because there's going to be that trust through all the different tiers and all the different alters that I have, all the different broken pieces. What is an altar? Okay, the best way I can explain it. There's a couple of ways I could explain it. When they had me as a young child, 3, 4, 5 years old, they would electrocute me. And when they electrocuted me, the pain was so bad, I would leave my body. Thus, I would be in an altered state of mind, an altered state of being. I've left my body like my spirit left my body. The pain of the electrocution was so bad. It's like when you pass out, sort of, kind of, but you leave your body. You're having an out-of-body experience. They want to do that. They want to separate you from your soul. So your soul's off into the spirit world, exposed to darkness and every kind of foul, rotten spirit there is outside of the Holy Spirit. That's a part of being an altar, but keep following me if you can. Now your body is still left here and it's still conscious. So at that point, once they've separated you because you've been put under this extreme torture of electrocution or drowning, they drown you for 4 minutes, resuscitate you, bring you back to life, whatever the form of torture is. Okay, your body is here. They then can program you with certain codes, words, colors, numbers, symbols, whatnot. And it's like almost like a computer software. So the body's here, and you can manipulate the body and tell the body to do what you want the body to do. And then once the pain of the trauma wears off, obviously, your out-of-body experience ends, and now you're back to being one. Okay, so when you go through this extreme trauma, it splits you, and that's what an altar is. If that makes sense. And they can access, okay, an altar, you're seeing a person that's stuck in that very moment of trauma. They're stuck in that moment. And that's the moment of deprogramming that you have to help them make their way out of. That's the trigger. You're right. If you want to help me explain this, YAYAYAYA, please help me. Fill in the blanks or correct me, or if I misspeak, help me along. I welcome it and I ask it, please. With all due respect, help me along, because I have good days where I can articulate and bad days, and just because I want to make sure that whatever I put out there is right. Okay, so an altar is just, okay, when you go to a hypnotist, right? You've heard of hypnotists, right, George? They can hypnotize you. You don't remember what's going on, but they can hypnotize you, and for an hour, you're under their control. That's like an altar right there. So you're not conscious of what's going on, but your body is still operating, walking, you're still talking, you're still breathing, you're still conscious, but you're hypnotized, but you don't remember what's going on, or maybe they told you not to remember what's going on when they wake you up. So then when you wake up, you don't know what happened. That's kind of similar to an altar. Oh, thank you, Mist. YAYAYAYA. I appreciate it. Thank you. So what they're doing is they're taking your mind and they're shattering it. They're ripping your mind apart and they piece it out. And in all these little pieces is an altar. They separate your personality. They'll separate the right half of your brain from the left half of your brain. And when they put you in this altered state, that's what an altar is. And they're able to pull this altar right back up whenever they want. So maybe on Thursday I was electrocuted and I went through that trauma, so that's altar number 1. On Friday I was washboarded, drowned, and then resuscitated. Drowned again, resuscitated again. That's another altar. So they can have these code words to trigger, okay, I want that altar that I electrocuted on Thursday to come forward, and they'll be able to do that. Okay, so the programmers will sit there and say, okay, Friday I programmed this other altar, I drowned her, but you know, after I was done drowning her, I programmed her how to know her way around the rifles and weapons. So like they program these altars with skill sets. It could be any kind of skill set, from a drug runner to a journalist to a prostitute who retrieves information, not just somebody to sell it. Although there are people that are programmed to just sell it because they're programmed to be just a kitten like that. I'm not explaining it too great. But they can access these different altars, and so they traumatize you. When you're traumatized and you're in that altered state of mind, then they program you like a computer software, and then they close you right back up, but they can access it whenever they want. You know, with words, numbers, colors, sounds, symbols, certain hand gesture movements can also trigger a person. I have to be careful because it's a dead giveaway that I've been exposed to these projects because of some of the hand gestures, and I don't mean to ever throw them up or anything. It is just that I'm Sicilian, and if I sit on my hands, I can't talk. I just can't talk. Yeah, the person they want. Exactly. They use trigger words to pull out the person they want. So I have 169 of them. We knew each other online, but first meeting in person. I gotta find my symbols. Alright. Anyway. I better get off my tuchus. It's like 1 o'clock. I better get going. I wanted to take a nice ride today. And yes, I'm taking pictures. Yeah, so like if you take my brain, right, this is what they did. They took my brain and basically dropped it on the floor and it shattered. So if you can imagine like a chocolate chip cookie falls off the table, hits the floor, and the chocolate chip cookie breaks into all different pieces. Well, each piece that the cookie broke into, each piece is still a cookie. So all the broken pieces of the cookie are still a cookie, even though it's only a piece of a cookie, right? So that's what altars are. They take your brain and they just shatter it. But with Yeshua, with the blood of the Lamb, Yeshua HaMashiach, Jesus Christ, he can take that broken cookie from the floor. He can take all those broken pieces of the cookie, put it in his hands, and make it one whole cookie again, and bring your broken personality and your fractured mind. He can bring it back together as a whole again, so it's not broken apart anymore, and we call that reintegration. So like a shattered mirror, exactly. Hey, Fibo, how are you? Would you ever see any of the other agents get in trouble with their supervisors? Was there an interagency disciple hierarchy? You mean in the DUMS? Yeah, I was one of those people that got in trouble by my supervisors in the DUMS. I have memories of being non-compliant and getting my ass beat by the white lab coats. Yeah, so if I was non-compliant in the DUMS, I don't think that the greater general mass population should expect me to be compliant right now with the masks and everything else. I've got some memories where I went against orders. I was not, listen, I've done my dirt, let's just say that. And no, I have, and usually I'm always going more against the grain than I am with the grain, so. I hope that's what you meant, 5-0. If not, I'm sorry I misunderstood your question. Just please direct me in the right direction to have a chance to reiterate. Agents get in trouble. Into pieces, then it's smashed, just came to my mind, right? Chocolate. Okay, so what are you guys doing today? So now that you know my plans, food, shower, and then I'm gonna take you guys places with me. But I have a challenge with my favorite superhero. So I'm going to go off and fulfill that challenge today. I think I'm going to nix the sunbathing part and just go off and worry about fulfilling my the challenge I have with my favorite superhero, Bug Bouncer. What I do every day. Plot to take over the world. Hey everybody, call the thought police. Seller is trying to plot to take over the world. You're in trouble now, Seller. You shouldn't have given up your secrets. That's it. I gotta come and I gotta put you under citizen's arrest, Seller. You're gonna play with blenders? What are blend? You mean like, you know, like making margarita type blenders? I could go for virgin. Who's kidding who? Virgin my foot. Just give me the margarita as is. I'm teasing. Australian time. Still trying to beat it. podcast and then try to get some sleep. Yeah, I got to catch up on his podcast as well as his training. I got to get to it, Rintintin. I'm so glad we got to hang out in that team meeting. That was great. I loved that. Ooh. Sorry, I don't mean to give... Can you get me a so that I can post public links? A wrench. Yes. I'm like, what is that? I don't have my glasses on. All right, but I'm going to end this soon. Because I have a challenge on YouTube to go fulfill. And right now, I need, I got to win this challenge. I have a competitive spirit. You've got no idea. So I got to roll out my maps because there's a few places I want to go today. I hope I can find this one place. I asked the Holy Spirit just to guide me to this one place to bring me by it. So I'm going to trust his direction. But citizens arrest me too, me too. Oh, well, that's it. WP, on my way. On my way to arrest Seller. I'm going to have to arrest you first because I'll get to you before I get to her. But don't worry, by the time we get to her, I will have deputized you, so you'll be able to make your own citizen's arrest too. I heard it. You heard that before. Oh, jeez. Jeez, guys, I have the best time with you. I could just see all of this in my head. Boy, we're going to have one great time at that bridegroom feast. And I pray that we are deemed worthy to be blessed and invited and attend the bridegroom feast. And not only that, I pray that we have the right wedding garments and attire on for the bridegroom feast. In Yeshua's name, we love you, Heavenly Abba, Selah. Deputize, amen. Yep. Oh, Tori, you're automatically deputized. You know what? I'm going to need your help. When we get to Seller, we're going to have to take her down. You better bring your Wonder Woman lasso with you. I hear Seller door. She's a feisty one. Seller's like, wait. I was only plotting to take over the world. It's WP Jen Lighton that's been coming up with the weapons that we need to use to take over the world. Go get him first. Don't worry, we all got special talents as God's children. He's like, oh boy, when I put you guys together, darkness better look out. You're 5'11", I'm 5'6". I wish I could do that. I'm a beanpole. I have to build back muscle mass. I really need to get off my ass and do that. Excuse my language. You'll be on aloha time. Oh, that gives me an idea. Oh, boy. Never mind. I got to go to the dollar. I need a couple of dollars. I got to go to the dollar store. I'm going to go get laid. They have, like, the costumes in the dollar store. There's a couple of them that, like, have really cool costumes. I remember I used to get on YouTube and Facebook and make all these funny videos dressed up in costumes and just do little funny skits. I'd even, like, find something in the Holy Bible and joke around a little bit. Not too much. G-rated sense of humor, but still a sense of humor. Bring it. You're up for it? I can imagine that, Seller. Hey, but the cool thing is you're in Cali, so from there we're headed straight to the beach for some sun, surfing, sand, margaritas, eye candy, and a nice good 7-course meal by the ocean, right? Hey, I dream big. What can I say? I wish my wallet would keep up with my dreaming big. That would be fantastic. For what power does dark have over light? Dark has no power over light. Darkness cannot understand the light, but light can always expose the darkness. And we're made of the light. Yeshua's living light. Okay, so my love, light, and prayer, finest prayers to all of you. no grass skirts. I know no grass skirts because if I was wearing them, you wouldn't be able to see them. And I would know off the bat if I even dared to buy a grass skirt, you guys would be like, come on, Holly, do the aloha dance thing, come on. And no, I'm not getting the grass skirts, so that way you can't rope me into it. No. But I'll go get the pretty flowers to put around my neck. And what are they called again? Why would a woman want another big pet that she has to clean up after and scold half the time? Right? Okay, I'm going. That's it. I've had it. You guys are too much fun for me. For this night. Okay, we're coming up on, 2 hours, 55 minutes, and 55 seconds. 5, 5, 5, 5. 5 is God's grace. 2 is God's blessings. Alright, so this is like 3 hours. Boy, oh boy, you guys must be really bored if you're tuned into me. I'm kidding. I'm busted. I'm teasing. I'm joking. I don't mean it. But listen, guys, I'll be back. I want to thank you. I was able to cry this morning. I needed to take care of that. Zero, my love to you. Yeah, listen, I break down. I don't let you see it. I run away. I hide my face. I don't let you see it. And it's not that I won't let you see me cry. I will. It's just I break down. And it's hard for me to let somebody else see that. It's easier for me just to go in my secret space or my secret place with Abba. But I'll bring my anger out in public. But when I'm like that, it's kind of harder. But yeah, I think I had a good cry in May. At the end of May, I definitely had a good long cry. I let myself cry. I actually kind of made myself cry. I'm sure another cry is to come to let some more out. But I had a good cry at the end of May. I haven't had one since then. Well, it's not to say I haven't cried. I have cried since then. It's just what you're talking about, Zero, you know. Thank you. Oh, missed Karima Day. I'm honored you're in my chat. I can't wait to talk to you more. And our love and prayers for Michael, his wife, his beautiful children. And you know what? My love to you guys for being here. What's 11? Well, 11 is my favorite number. 11 means disorder and chaos. Me, it's my favorite number. But it's disorder, but also it's got another meaning to it too. It's got the meaning, I think, of unity because it's one, and we have one true living infinite God, creator and savior, and he, Yud Hey Vav Hey, is in the Holy Bible. So you gotta double check everything. Don't go by me, because what I do is I look up. This is what I do. I'll show you. When it comes to numbers, if I see like triple numbers on a clock or a radio station, I look up what the numbers mean, and then I pray. That's usually when you see triple digits like 111, 222, 333, 444. It means something. Look up what it means, and then do intercessory prayers, which means you're standing in the gap for maybe somebody you know or somebody you don't know, and you're sending out prayers, and because you're sending out those prayers, and you're saying that Yud Hey Vav Hey's will be done, but I am praying for these things to happen, of course. You know, maybe you're sending out prayers that somebody doesn't get an abortion because you saw 444, so you're going to pray for creation. You're going to stand in the gap. You're going to pray for other people on their behalf and claim them to be Yeshua's and pray that they get saved and that they are in Yeshua and he's in them. But then you want to pray that they don't get the abortion. Or maybe you want to pray that a family comes together. So the numbers have different meanings. Okay, 5, God's grace, goodness, and favor towards humans. So, you know, maybe you want to pray for God to shine his grace on people who are really struggling, for maybe SRA victims. Maybe they need to see the goodness of God because I don't know, just take it for what it is, but usually if you see triple digits, I know it's Abba calling you into prayer. He wants you to pray for other people on their behalf. Whether you know him or you don't know him. But don't take me. Like, do your own research and studies. But when I want to look up something, this is what I use, is that link I dropped in the chat, and I'll put it in the description box below. So I'll look up what, like, the numbers mean, and then I'll just go from there and let the Holy Spirit guide me. You know what I also do to try to get the prayers going is, you know, quarters? And I stopped doing this for a while, and I feel bad because God and I have, Heavenly Abba and I have a quarter game, a street sign game. Oh, we've got games. A numbers game. But the quarter game is on the back of the quarters. You have the different states. So I'll put out prayers for the entire state, but then the people that I know in that state, I pray for them and their loved ones specifically. So that's my quarter game with Abba's, because every quarter I get, I flip over, and it encourages me to pray for others and be mindful for others. And the best thing that you can do is always start in prayer, because if you start in prayer, God can guide you, but it also opens up opportunities that he can step into somebody else's life and help them. And it all starts with prayer. But when you pray to Jesus, it's not a wimpy thing. When you're praying to Jesus, you're activating YAYAYAYA, or one true infinite living God and creator, to step forth and act on your behalf. He commands his angels to act on your behalf because you're praying for someone else. You've got that, the great grand almighty I am, going, yes, we got prayers, let's go to work. We got it. So it all starts with prayer, and through prayer he can guide you to tell you where he wants you to go next and what he wants you to do next. And for the person you're praying, well, they get curing, healing. He provides for them, he protects for them. And now you have camaraderie. You've got a spiritual family. You're blessed. All right. I'm actually going to go this time. I'm sorry. All right, yeah, I'm going to actually get going. I got to go to work now. I got to go take a shower and goof off. I've got a hard day planned ahead of me. The stress of it all. But don't worry, I'll be back. I'm not going too far. I will be home this weekend. There's only one birthday party I'm attending. Everything else is, I'm not going anywhere. I'll be right here. So I will see you guys. We got to do panels. Oh, wait, we could do, I don't know when. Okay, I don't know when, but, don't forget tomorrow. It's me and Nightbot's special day, so be there or be square. I should do something tomorrow, run panels, so that way you guys can do the honors for me and my boyfriend Nightbot. He's a perfect application for me. We fell in love when I started arguing with him. That's what did it. That's how I won Nightbot's heart, was when I was arguing with him in somebody else's chat room. Actually, a couple of other people's chat room. Yeah, YAYAYAYA will protect us all. All right, guys, I'm going to let you go. I love you very much. What time tomorrow? I've got no idea. Let's see. What am I doing today? Okay, tomorrow, probably about the same time, at like 10, 11 Eastern Standard Time. I'll make sure I get dressed up. I'll dress purdy. Ooh, I should wear a dress. Do I even have it? Do I own a dress? Uh-oh. A girl that doesn't own a dress? I got dresses, but they're not. They're a little bit too short. They're not. I'm in on a panel at what time? Okay, let's run panels tomorrow. Great idea. Hang on, don't go anywhere. I'm writing all this down. 4th of July. That's tomorrow. What do you think? I don't know. Do you guys think? Is like 10, 11, 12? You want to start at 11 Eastern time? Because you guys are in California, right? So you're 10, 9, 8. How about 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time? We'll start. And you guys can marry me off to Nightbot. We'll run panels. I'll name it panels too. That way it grabs your attention. And I'll run it through StreamYard. Yeah, let's do that tomorrow. Absolutely. Cool. I look forward to it. I got plans this weekend. Awesome. Oh, and then I got something planned for you guys on Monday. Tune in Monday. There's a couple of people I want to do shows with. Just, you know, like talking. Like, I want us to all have camaraderie and emotional support and talk, because I know that all of us are doing research and studies, or we're standing out in front of abortion clinics, or we're online helping other survivors and lifting each other up. We also need like some downtime a little bit and some laughter. Information creation. I have to get Debbie and My Grace. I forget her ID online, but my Grace's journey and myself on to Telegram Kids in a Cage. Forgive me that I am so slow. I don't mean to be rude. So I'll figure it out. I'll teach them, and we'll be there. Going to a birthday party tomorrow, but I'll join late if you keep going a long time. Okay, I don't know how long I'm going to go tomorrow night. I think probably what I'll do is I'll go during the day. I'll go during the day, but don't forget we're going to have a dark moon. The 4th of July with the Ring of Fire. We're having another lunar eclipse, I guess around 12:20 Eastern Standard Time at night. I want to see that. Yes, I will come information creation, and I'll bring Debbie and Grace for my journey with me. I'll show them how to do it. Yes, we will. YouTube, I can't even... Bug Bouncer Superhero, every time he puts up a video, YouTube won't even tell me about it. I'm like really pissed off. I don't get any notifications or anything. Like, I even unsubscribe and resubscribe again and click the bell, and people are probably getting sick and tired of me constantly unsubscribing and then subscribing, just to see if maybe that will encourage me to get notifications. It's just, I don't know what the hell YouTube's doing, but they're slamming me and my account hard, and they're not letting me. I have to purposefully look you guys up, or I don't get any notifications whatsoever. Nothing. It's bullshit. You know why they're doing that, right? Because I'm throwing out lifelines, so we can all throw out lifelines, and then we all have lifelines, and we can all help each other and support each other and stand up to this beast system. No wonder why. No wonder why. So, all right, enough about my frustrations. So we are independent together, alone together? Yes. All right, yeah, so tomorrow let's enjoy 4th of July with each other, and we'll run panels and we'll hang out. There's no other way I'd rather spend my holiday than to be with you guys, my loved ones. Like, I'm most happiest when I'm here with you guys. If I don't have here to go, I've got nowhere to go. ECWN, WWF, no, happy 4th of July, sweetheart. It's never a bad time, honey. We're going to do another video tomorrow. We're celebrating the 4th, okay? Me, I'm being a wise ass. And I'm saying, happy, we have no independence, we never did, we never will day. Yay! But we're going to celebrate it to the best of our abilities. So, okay, tomorrow, guys, 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, we'll run panels. Make sure you're there. Let's celebrate together. Let's have a good time and make the most of the day and do it together. So I look forward to seeing you guys again. I already miss you, but I better hop to it and start my day. Do you know how many countries have a 4th of July? I have no idea, to be honest with you. I should know, but I'm ignorant. I don't. I'm sorry. I know that America does. True, Holly. Lifelines. Yeah, we got to build communities. We have to get in touch. And also we have to know how to operate the bigger picture of me saying this community, right? The bigger picture of that, which I don't want to keep repeating, but underlying, when our computers and all this goes down, okay, this is the chance now that we get to put together game plans of what we're going to do in the future and how we can possibly all stay connected. So when this stops, we're still connected. And I know the Holy Spirit keeps us connected, but we have an opportunity right now to really seize, we can get in touch with each other right now offline, is what I'm saying, is offline. The greater picture is offline. We'll be able to keep in touch. And now we have an opportunity to do that because we have the computer. But once this is all gone, then what are we going to do? So I'd like to prepare us for that. And if you guys can make connections, well, then yes. But always use your discernment when making new connections, okay? Go before Abba, all of you. And, I just love you guys. So thanks for, chilling with me today. I had a great time. I really did. You guys bring me so much shalom and happiness and harmony and peace in my life. You all are so beautiful, and you mean a great deal to me. So, all right, guys. I'm going to tell you again tomorrow how special you are, and I'm so happy to see you, ECWN, WWF. Don't make me flex my beanpole muscles at you. I'm teasing. You're fine. I don't think we had misunderstandings. I think we're good. Special radio systems, yeah, I need to get a ham radio and a license to operate it. That's one vehicle I'm going to use, but again, everything's always about damn money. But that's one vehicle, so I plan on getting that and the licensing to it. So you guys, if like I said, if there's a will, there's a way. Much love. All right, much all love to all of you guys. My love, prayers, and blessings, and light to you in Yeshua's name. I think you guys are the bee's knees. The best part of me are my friends, and here you are. You guys are the best part of me. All right, I love you. I hope that you all have a beautiful day, and I'll see you back here for a happy 4th of July celebration. So get ready. Let's run panels. Let's be together. Okay, let's celebrate together. This is going to be for us. All right, I'll see you guys later.